Okay,
Dungeon
now I'm
of-
recording. You can repeat that.
Welcome to episode 36 of Dungeon of the Mad Mage Waterdeep. Now we are episode 36, and what we're going to do is we are going to shortly jump straight into it. Background info: we're down 2 players today. Our human paladin will be controlled by our wonderful Mila. We're also down Philip, who plays the late Slink the Stink, I think, who unfortunately didn't make it last episode. So there we go. What we're going to do is I'm going to
All hail Slink the Skink.
And yeah, and then we're just going to dive in. Just as a reminder, just to keep my DM flow flowing, if you want to add anything, just put your hand up. If I'm saying what's happening and you have a question or you think maybe it should go a bit differently, just wait till I'm finished. Just pop up your hand and I'll grab you. Otherwise, my flow gets disturbed.
What if I don't want to turn my camera on because I'm eating?
Just say yeah, and I'll.
Well, Gabor won't be happy.
That's Rob. So just name my name. Nick called me by my name once. All right, so here we go. The scene begins immediately with a camera view on a high elf, also known as a golden elf, Marta, who she's this beautiful elf, and she looks she's kind of looking at the camera. Camera zooms away, and she has this smile. She puts out a wand and casts this fireball. While the camera's on, but just before she casts the fireball, you hear the thumping of drow, of creatures thumping and trying to break through a stone door, which was created by our necromancer Dottie, our gnome. So you're hearing this, and while you're seeing in front of this stone door is Marta, this beautiful golden elf. She casts the fireball. Dottie falls, and what happens is the shadow of Robwell disappears as Robwell, our Tabaxian assassin, continues down a path further away, leaving Marta and Dottie there. Marta, suddenly she walks slowly, almost gracefully, to Dottie's body that's now lying on the floor. She observes and she kind of smiles as she sees a amulet from Dottie's neck. She takes it, and in this scene, she kneels over Dottie, and she's taking things, kind of a bag of gold, a circlet that she stores away, and she's really cool at this point. No, but she's all straight faced, while she whispers, "You will understand, Dottie." As she notices suddenly movement next to Dottie, in the form of Dottie's book. This is Dottie's spell book. This is the one that Dottie uses to cast spells. Marta looks over at the book, and she kind of takes a look and goes, "I know what you are." She looks over. She goes to grab the book, but the book, its mouth forms and it roars, almost protecting Dottie. Curious why. And she goes up, and she seems to know how to handle this. She's quick with her hands. She grabs the book, puts one foot on one of the pages, on one, and opens it up, and the book is struggling. She smiles as she rips a couple of pages out. She looks at the book, and she rips a couple of pages, but the book fights back, and she lets go, and the book then closes up, lies next to Dottie, and she kind of smiles and backs away. The next scene is a fighting scene between Marta who suddenly outs her as seemingly a baddie, a betrayer, as she tries to slay Rodwell, who amazingly is decorous despite being poisoned. And it is futile. Our Tabaxian manages to throw a dagger at Marta. Rodwell runs off. Marta has other ideas, while she then suddenly casts greater invisibility and disappears. We zoom now into head, and we can see Rodwell, who has now moved back into the corridor. Now it's a much more louder thumping from the stone door, to which what you can only imagine of a horde of this drow army. The drow, could it be the giant spiders? Could it be the quaggoths? We don't know. Or maybe this really weird, seemingly waxy yellow figure of a demon. We don't know. But again, Rodwell hears it. You also, Rodwell, I'm going to rewind time just a little bit back, because at one point you wanted to give Dottie, sort of force feed her a potion of healing. And my question to you is, as you're hearing this, and while I get my two out, there we go. As you walk towards Dottie, because you were observing the hallway, and then you kind of look over at Dottie. It's kind of, things become quiet. Marta clearly hasn't kind of run in with guns blazing with fireballs. Your staff lights up again. Of warning as you approach the this door. You get a bit closer to the door to go to Dottie, and just before you make a decision, do you want to give Dottie the potion or not? You hear a slam of a door beyond in the hallway. And this is where you are now. You're hearing thumping from the north. Clearly, they're trying to get through this door. Maybe you heard a crack through the thumping. Slight crack. And, of course, hearing of a door close beyond down in the south. What do you do?
Well, wait. So from what I remember, Dottie told me that door is shut, right?
So this is what happened. The door is actually the
not door,
the door
like his
can be open. So this is what I'm going to explain. So in the door frame, so where you've opened up the door, what Dottie has created is she's created amazingly this wall, or not this door herself out of stone. That is what they're trying to bash through now. There is a stone door. Nothing can get through now, but they are hammering at this door, trying to get through. And you can hear this thud.
Okay, I would assume that they gonna have to take some time to get through wall, but I guess they might get here.
I'll go. You just finish what you want to do, and then I'll go to Dottie.
Still gonna continue to force feed Dottie with the healing potion. Okay. I don't want to change that part.
Okay, so you'll still go there. Fantastic. So what we'll do? I'll go to I'll go to Dottie in a moment. So Dottie keeps that HP that you gave. Yeah, go and finish off.
I forgot. First, I'm gonna make sure that's nobody, get to wall and listen if nobody coming here, because that's I actually told you. Like last time when we were talking, I was waiting for a second to make sure that I don't hear any footsteps coming in from left, but looking at the map.
That's right. So you're not hearing footsteps, but from that left, you hear your dig.
Yeah. So after I wait for 6 seconds. Okay, no one's coming right now. Probably I'm gonna force feed the potion. Done.
Cool. Cool. Mark.
What's going on here? Did this? Let's backtrack. I feel like there's a bit of retconning going on here. Let me just clarify it.
What's retcon?
Retcon, retroactively changing what happened.
Just ever so slightly. So I've rewound times ever so slightly. From Dottie's perspective, nothing has changed. You've been force fed this healing potion.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's the last time.
That's what happened.
Dottie just woke up after an hour and did false life
Nope.
to get some hit
I
back.
got you up, and you've cast false life.
Okay.
Oh.
So, in the trail of events, what happened was you cast the stone shape. You had then proceeded down the hall. Marta had fire blasted you, and then everything goes black. Then what
Okay.
happens is Camille fights Marta. Camille comes back, checks the corridor, nothing there. Camille then gives you this force feeds you this healing potion while hearing this thudding while they're trying to get through this door. And the new bit of information that you've got now, what happens as she's feeding is Rodwell hears this door closed. But at that point, you're being fed this health potion.
Okay, so how many hit points were given with that?
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with what we did last episode. I'm seeing a 10 HP right now on your thing. I remember it was 0 when you began with.
You got 8 from.
So what I'll do is I'll keep with 10. Unless Camille, would you like to make another suggestion? I'm happy.
Sorry about that. I see my roll 2d4 plus 2, so that was 6, and I'm pretty sure you use false life to get another 4.
Let me just check that because this
Cool.
false life should be in the other category. Da-da-da-da-da.
Help me remind me when you get a chance. What is false life? In my head, you're KO right now. There's nothing you can do. Camille comes along, gives you 8 health points.
6. I get temporary hit points. Did I roll for that? Let's see. What's the last thing that Dottie rolled?
Oh yeah, I don't see it.
No, so we didn't do that bit yet.
Yeah, makes sense. The episode ended basically on Camille giving you
Okay,
that.
so let's say we're not doing that. Let's save the false life for now.
Yeah, cool. All right, so you've gained 8 health points then from Rodwell. Cool. And we are going to just dive right in. Rodwell, like I said, your thing lights up again. This dark room that you're in, you see the familiar light of the light from your spear lighting up the wall. As suddenly you are engaged in a turn order. You notice from that door, you suddenly see, you kind of look away, oh, it's just maybe shadow from me, and then you think, hang on, there's no light here. You look as suddenly a creature of shadow goes through the wall like it's nothing and looks towards you, immediately prompting you guys, you and Dottie, to suddenly be in initiative. You can now roll me. So this is a creature that has just come right through.
Hands up.
Camille.
Okay, just like the fact I know that we spent some time here. I assume it was like 2-3 minutes. So that was enough for them to get here after they capture everyone else? That's metagaming. It's not my character.
Cool. I can tell you, absolutely.
Okay.
It's
Well, I
more
mean,
than
we
enough.
did spend some time. I'm just making sure. Because it's... Well, it makes sense. Okay. Well, sure. Give me a second. Nice. Not 20.
Perfect. All right, here we go. So this creature comes in, sees you two, and is now in the thing, in the turn order. Me.
It didn't. If they whispered its initiative roll to you, it won't be in the actual turn order.
All right. Robwell, you are up. What do you do?
Well, I'm first, so I can sneak attack it. Assassinate it, because, well,
Yep.
assassin thing.
Yep, absolutely. I'm totally up for that. This thing kind of comes through, doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And suddenly, you
Quick.
fast, you react, and you throw in.
So just quickly, like, take a high action. So like, the moment that you see, oh, I got attack 12. Okay, it's not 1, so I should be fine. Was close. And what's the passive perception?
Cool. Let's have a look. What is the passive perception on this thing? 11.
Oof.
So you beat it.
I'm safe. Was close.
Indeed.
Okay. Pop up and throw me a dagger for assassination. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna risk it. I was thinking about sharpshooter, but no, just in case. Oh, it rolled. Woohoo! 20 anyway.
Nice! Jeez, you are rolling really well. Enough to make
Well, it's
Dotty.
crit anyway,
Mila jealous.
but
Alright.
let's go
Any
for
damage?
it. So, it's 10 plus 30, 40 points of piercing damage.
40 points of piercing damage. Perfect. Thank you very much.
And I'm gonna give a quick shout to Viera. Run! And I'm just gonna get. Oh, room is closed, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Nice
So the
coordination
door
from
is
someone.
closed.
Okay, so I'm gonna get to the door.
Cool. You go to the door. It is locked.
Well, because I use
You
my
open
actual
that
bonus
thing.
action, I can. That's the thing. Is it like a lock, or is it like someone just like? Can I tell that someone hold it, or is it like
Yeah.
kind of someone just closed it? Like,
Cool. Great question. You go to the door. It's a simple latch. You go, can you try opening it? And you notice that suddenly it's not moving. It's completely stiff. And you almost see a shimmer from the handle on what you're touching.
oh my god.
Yeah.
I've got closed door, magically closed door here, and that's my action. Thank you.
All right. Dotty, you're up.
Okay, let's see what Dottie has left. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 do. Dottie has. Well, that's no good. Can't do that. Dottie's like, I can't use knock. I had the wind knocked out of me. And she just kind of looks at the creature, looks at the door, and says, I suppose there's no helping it. And is there any information you can give before I make a decision here, Daniel?
You could use, if it's something you want to know, tactful information, you could roll insight to see if that's what you're trying to get at, or investigation on the door. I'm not too sure what you're trying to go for.
I'm just wondering what's like if there's anything Dottie can see just in plain sight, either with the door or with this demon-looking thing coming down.
Yep. So from where you are now, yeah, you're seeing Robbolt try and move this, and you see the shimmer, and you see this demon coming down, but there's nothing out of the ordinary that you can see that might hint at some other useful information.
Okay, just give my Roll20 a moment to actually do something.
Cool.
Jesus, come on, roll 20. The hell, why do we always have to dick about with your crap? Okay, forget it. Just imagine, theater of the mind. We're gonna say that Dottie casts. Oh my god, I clicked that 5 minutes ago. Her last spell slot of the kind that this is required on dispel magic on the door.
Okay. Yep. Cool. Okay. Good. Perfect. You cast that, and this shimmer just pops away. And that's what you hear from this door.
Right. In that case, just gonna open the door.
Cool. You open the door.
Do I see anything?
You see another door on the other end of that corridor, and it's closed.
Right. I'm going to use what's left of my movement to go a bit closer, and I will move the token when it reacts. And that'll be Dottie's turn.
Cool. All right. Next, it's this thing. So you just hear this getting louder and louder as it comes down. And just gonna give you, Robwell, access to the token. Thought you already had it. Look, you should be able to see now. Cool. Yep. Thanks. All right. So it comes down, and let's have a look. Come on. So what's its speed? I think it's flying, which means it's 60. No, it's not. It's 30 feet. So that's what it does. It moves its maximum. There. And let's see. Can it do anything? Nope. All right. Then you also hear this thudding from the door getting louder, and you almost heard a let's have a look. You almost heard it even cracking. Yeah, it's getting louder. All right, that's it. Robwell, it's your turn.
To be honest, I'm not sure what to do. I don't have much to do anyway. You know what? I'm gonna check the next doors. Are they open?
It's not. It's that same thing. That shimmer of light as the handle just is like frozen solid. Again, this shimmer. There's almost this, almost this force that's there. It's definitely difficult to grip. You could try if you wanted to do a strength, like athletics, to try and break that thing.
Yeah, I'm so strong in the end, right? -2 to strength. Oh no, -1. So I can tell that filling with a lock won't do anything.
You could try. You could try, and it would be a sleight of hand, and there would be a check.
Okay.
To see if you can pick at it.
I mean, although on the other hand, we have Dottie that may be attacked in a second. Yeah, okay. I will try to use the chance to, because it's like behind the door. Right here, I see that there's a wall. I try to like get a little bit out of view. So using the Dottie as a bait because he's there anyway. I can't do anything else about that. I'm just gonna hide. Oh, never mind. I'm still gonna prepare my dagger to throw at the enemy when he shows his head.
Yep, you can use your reaction, but yeah, you just
hold throwing dagger.
Perfect. And as you stealth, you kind of just knock yourself against the wall, and oh, it's so annoying because you just, with instinct, you try, oh, ouch, while this thing comes towards you guys. Dottie, you're up. You see Rodwell is preparing his action.
Can you ping me to where we are in the map?
Pinged.
There we go. Okay, so Dottie moved to here. That was the last of her last movement, and the door is closed still. Let's see what options Dottie has on her character sheet. Should it load? Loading this sheet now. It's purple wheel going round. Classic. Whatever. Dottie's gonna cast a cantrip at the door. See what happens. Oh no, my character sheet loaded. Hold on a second. Have I got another option?
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm awaiting.
Okay. Gonna take a cantrip, shoot the door with
Nice.
an Eldritch Blast, just to see if it does anything to it.
Okay. Cool. That hits the door. Roll the damage.
It's doing it. So it's a 4 force damage and an 8 force damage if the second one also hits.
Cool. Okay. You notice that when that blast hits, where it hits on the door, the shimmer comes up, almost Stargate-esque, Event Horizon-like, but it gets absorbed, that blast, into the thing.
So there is no effect on the door.
So then Dottie will say, "Well, it looks like we're fucked here."
Hold them off, I can open the door. I think.
Okay, so we'll see how that works. He's like, I just turned to Roll and say, "Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Erebos?"
Now's not the time!
That is.
And end the turn.
I've got to make a wee space for notes. Okay, there we go. Right. Okay, so this thing comes down. It goes actually through the walls. And sees you, goes to you, Dottie. But, of course, Rodwell, you have your prepared action, so go, fire.
Well, I know. Is it time now for that? Gabor, to my attack. Oh, it's 13 hits.
Yeah. I'm loving the comments. 13. Does 13 hit?
Don't think so.
It does. Its AC is 13, so you do hit.
Cool. Well, unfortunately,
I
there's
always
just.
forget.
Oh no, it's next to my ally. Woohoo! So it is 19 points of damage.
Perfect. All right. 19.
How's it look?
Okay. So your daggers, they are going through this thing, but as it's going through, it does go And how it looks, it looks well. It looks ready to attack. You're not noticing that it's on the
Anywhere
brink
on
of
it else.
dying.
Okay.
But you do note you as these things go through it, you both of you notice that it is affected. But if it was a corporeal form, yeah, it would probably do a bit more damage. You reckon? Okay. So this thing goes for you, Dottie. Does 15 hit?
It does not.
Cool. And I think it can do 2. I think it swipes. Let's have a look. No, it actually doesn't. Okay, perfect. Just checking. No, it only does one claw attack. All right, here we go. Yep. So again, you hear the banging of that door, and you're hearing this. You're starting to hear bits of the rubble falling down. As it's your turn, Robwell.
I think it's time to get out of here. And I'm gonna try to open the door in this chaos. You said sleight of hand?
Yeah, go sleight of hand while I check if. Roll me sleight of hand.
1 second. Okay. Oh shit, I can take disengage as a bonus action, as a rogue. Didn't know that. Sorry, I was joking something. Okay, slide off.
That's even worse than when Daniel figured out he could cast magic as a ranger.
Yeah.
Well,
For
okay.
the end of the
For the end
game.
of the campaign.
Yeah.
20.
Okay, here's the thing. You are still poisoned, and
Which
you
affects my
have
attacks.
disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh shit.
I'm afraid. So
Never mind, it's still 20.
cool. Now here's the thing. You get it in there, and it's feeling good, but something slips. It's the magic energy that pushes it back, and you kind of your things kind of fall out of there, and you're not successful on a 20 on doing that.
Son of a bitch! Well, that's all that I could do. Right? What else do I have? What's my action, I assume? You know what? I'm gonna go flank that son of a bitch because I don't have anything else to do. If I can't get through the door, then it's nothing else I can do.
It's a tactful idea.
You really want to get us out of here, don't you? In bags.
You're on Dottie.
As he well should. It is his duty and responsibility to murder us for our stupid choices. Regardless if those stupid choices were made by a catman or not. Stab! How'd you like
So
that?
you
for
have,
stab, rogue? That's how you stab, rogue. Stab, stab.
You got advantage.
I've got advantage, and what Dottie's going to do is you see the anger, rage, and slight amount of despair cross over Dottie's face as she releases the arms of Hadar at the only level I have left, which is level 1.
Ooh. Dark hunger. Tendrils of dark energy erupt from you and batter all creatures within 10 feet of you.
All
Each
creatures.
creature in that
This
area
is-
must make a strength saving throw. On a failed, take damage. All right, so I'm guessing you're not going to harm you. It's going to harm Robwell as well. So, Robwell, you're gonna have to do a strength check with disadvantage, my friend.
No, not saving throws. You said ability checks, right?
Let me have a look. It's a good question.
If Dottie's going down swinging. She's taking you with her.
I'm
She's
gonna
not even
kill
the
you.
one doing the swinging.
She is instigated to swinging. Swinging originates from where she is.
So yeah, ability checks. So it's not saving throws.
Those are different, yeah.
I think you're poisoned.
I mean, I'm gonna make it anyway, but there you go, 6. I failed.
Sure, we'll stick with it, yeah. Okay, you fail. What's the saving? 16? Okay,
16 is the save, yeah.
it passes. So is it half damage?
Half damage.
All right. A successful save it to half damage. Cool. I'm just going to see if what's it called? What's the type of damage again? Necrotic. Does necrotic. Cool. All right, you hear this thing go as it takes
6.
half of that. Cool. All right. Nice one.
And
It actually it doesn't squeal as loud as you. It doesn't squeal that loud actually. Yeah.
yeah, well, it's only 3 points of damage,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Cool.
And I believe, in the absence of Misty Step, that's all that he can do. Just let me double check. None of my cantrips are bonus actions. Well, let's see. Where is it? Nope. Hang on a minute. Just because we can, I might do a different thing. Okay. Never want to look a gift horse in the mouth or not take advantage of things that are given. Dottie will use the gift of Erebos Bane on this creature.
All right. Nice.
I don't think I've actually added Bane to my spell sheet, have I? Let me see. It's a level 1, isn't it? Oh yeah, here it is. Sorry. Oh, I'll click the button.
No worries. I can get it out if you want.
There we go. Up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Okay, so this will just be the thing in front of me. Must make a Wisdom saving throw because you told me to change that to Wisdom for some reasons
Sure.
known only to Daniels. And yeah, whenever the character fails a saving throw, an attack roll, or saving throw, and the target rolls a d4, subtract the number roll from the attack roll or saving throw. So there you go.
Cool. It is the normal Bane, so it is Charisma. Where Wisdom comes into place is actually the number of times you can cast it
Oh,
equal
I
to
see.
your Wisdom modifier.
I thought you
minimum
were
ones.
changing it to the charisma as the thing as well. Okay, well in that case, then charisma it is.
Cool. What does it have to
And
be?
16 being my saving number.
Cool. It gets 19.
Well then, what's this do?
And nos?
Whenever a target fails the saving throw. Oh, it's a concentration spell. Okay, yeah, I can keep that going. Okay, never mind.
Nice. Okay, cool.
I was wondering why it was like, that seemed like a waste. It's like, hang on. Usually if a spell seems like it's a waste if it misses, it's a concentration spell and you can do it again. So yeah, I can do it again on the next one.
All right. This shadow demon looks at you, and I'm guessing 24 hits.
Dottie.
For you, Dottie, you take
Yeah.
6 psychic damage.
Dottie is immune to psychic damage because she's crazy. 6 psychic damage gone.
There we go.
Adding it to the pile of all the mental trauma that she has suffered in her life.
All right. Next, this thudding. You suddenly hear this as something a lot more stronger is hitting this door. It's rather than thumping, bludgeoning. It was, the equivalent kind of you're getting magic missile vibes from this. As this suddenly you hear a crack of the door. Rogbell, you are up.
Not much to do. I'm gonna use the fact that I am flanking, and I'm just gonna make straight roll instead of disadvantage because I'm poisoned. Does 19 hits?
It does.
It's 14 piercing damage.
Cool. All right. You go in, and as the dagger goes right in, you feel some resistance in it. So you're not hitting it air, but there is it slows down as it reacts.
Yeah, I figures. Done.
Cool. You're up, Dottie.
Dottie's up. If Dottie's up, she will re-up the bane.
Oh, nice.
So,
all right, charisma check.
Charisma check to try and exceed 16.
Gets a 6. It doesn't succeed.
Okay, so when it fails the saving throw, makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract that number.
Ooh, right,
So
nice.
whatever minus d4, 1d4 is
All right.
its attacks, which should help a little bit, prolonging the inevitable. Daniel, hurry up and kill us.
Yeah,
And
you're
that's
taking
what it goes
ages.
for.
Try harder. It's just
All
just getting embarrassing now. I know it's inevitable. Come on, crush our bones.
Hey, don't accuse me of dragging this out. Okay, 24 hits. Okay, I'm just gonna roll 1d4. And you take 13 psychic damage from this thing as it hits.
Wait, that comes off of the 24.
So 23 hits then.
Yeah, 23 hits and it's full damage.
Yeah. Either way,
Dottie falls to the ground, unconscious.
all right. Okay, cool. It's also for the fun of it, seeing what you're doing. It takes the hide action as a bonus action. I've not done this before, so bear with me. It needs to do a stealth check. Gets an 11. I'm guessing you'd see that anyway.
Yeah, my passive perception is like 14.
Okay.
Sorry, 12, but still. Yeah, it doesn't change the fact that you have to go to wall and back to do that, but I know it can.
Okay. It looks around. It hit you with its wing. It tried. Okay. It's. All right. Here we go. Okay. At this point, you hear a blast. As you hear from up above, you don't see what's happening. The door clearly explodes. There was this explosion. And this light just shines down from your right. You just see the corridor is briefly lit up with this light, as you hear as a force comes down from up above, and
Like up above as in above our heads, or up above as in around the corner?
Oh, thank you. Good, very good question. Yeah, they go full on through. From that door that Dottie created, something blew it up, and you see these creatures these Quaggoths, these mighty creatures all on four legs, run down full speed dashing. It's now your turn.
Well,
My turn. Well, oh shit.
everybody was slowly dying.
Question.
Mhm.
Can I get past them? Like someone in between, like find a like gap to try to use acrobatics to get past them. I can use disengage to get not to avoid hitting from them. And the question is that just like I can see the gap to like to try to jump around them, use the wall or something.
Yeah, I'm seeing sort of is it Assassin's Creed? It's the running on the walls.
Prince of Persia style.
Yeah, I'm thinking that you could. Let
You
me
ain't
have
no
a-
Slink the Skink.
But I am
you
as
want to link it out.
I am as agile as he is.
How
As he
dare you
was.
flip where
Tell you
he-
what.
How dare you flip where he flopped?
This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let you roll acrobatics.
I already have disadvantage,
With
don't worry.
disadvantage, and I'm gonna take my gut roll from there. Yeah, let's go from there. And what I'll do is I'll take my gut roll from what happens from there.
18.
Okay. You take the disengage action.
Yep.
How far can you go with?
If I use action as a disengage, let's say, because I want to use the dash as a bonus action, I can do 90 again because I stayed still for one turn, so I have my feline agility back.
Yeah. Cool.
Yes, Philip, I'm imitating Slink.
Yeah. You're challenging your inner Slink.
Did he hear what I said? Did he hear the do not flip where he flopped?
I think so.
Dottie can die happily knowing that I still heard that.
Tell you what, we'll go with it. In Slink's name, I'll let how many feet? So basically, this is what you can do. You can get to. You can go above these spiders, but because it's quite, I would say, difficult terrain because these are large creatures. You manage to kind of go over these, so you can manage to get to the door, just through the door that Dottie created.
I mean, I'm gonna take it. So like that.
Cool.
For my bonus, right? Okay, well, I guess so.
Cool.
It's not that big of a difference right now at the moment.
Yeah. So you manage to slink it down that corridor in pure inspirational style. How would you do that? Describe that. How you get through the corridor? There's some space above the spiders as they're crawling down.
So I'm like standing in front of that shadows, like trying to stab him. It's like I'm looking at the door, like that's not the way out. Okay, I'm just like looking at behind me, looking at all of them. Okay, I'm just gonna turn back, like try to, like grab a shoulder of one, jump over him, get on the wall, and then no, maybe not wall walking, but running. But they just like try to move around beneath the spider's legs to get past them, like one side, another side,
nice.
and
Nice.
get a roll out on this side, and then realize it's even worse.
Cool. Yeah, you go through that. Those spiders are trying to, with their fangs, try and get you, but you pass right through. As you approach this large room, you just see suddenly for the first time these drow, and they have bows ready and they all fire in reaction to seeing you. I actually didn't expect you to get there, so you basically see these drow all there, and they just see you and just go.
Wait, you
So-
didn't expect it, so why did they expect it?
I know. So, as my
It's okay, it's
explanation,
okay.
that's what they're getting ready. But I didn't realize you'd do it, so that's why the token's on there. So, let's go. So they fire these arrows. That's your turn, Shadow Demon. Stays with Dotty. Okay, goes right next to you. That's 60. Okay, let's see how the drow do. And somewhere up in jungle heaven, there is Slink being super admiring you. Okay. Right, so they fire. Does 16 hit? What's your AC?
No, unfortunately I bought armor, so I have 17.
Cool. All right, here we go.
Oh no, sorry, I was wrong. It's 16 exactly, so it hit me. I'm gonna
Okay, cool.
uncanny dodge first one.
Perfect. So it would have been 7 piercing damage,
Okay.
and you're already poisoned anyway.
Yeah, I am.
I could redo it, but we'll just not do it. Next, you take 4 damage.
Okay.
Let's have a look while my roll 20 loads up. You also see, while it's doing it, that doesn't hit. And finally, while you're seeing this, you're seeing that in the corner down here is Jax. Actually, no, sorry, you don't see him.
That's the okay.
Oh, come on, man. There we go. All right. And final crossbow. It doesn't hit. So only 2 of them manage. The other 2 were kind of just shocked and it misses. All right. Next up is the rest of these guys.
Oh.
So this whole room. Okay. All right. And here we go. The spider attacks. And I need to bring one up. I didn't expect you to be so dexterous. Usually I've got everything up and ready. All right, here we go. They go to claw you. Sorry, bite you. 15 misses. You said 16 is your AC. All right, the next spider goes along here. And yep, they haven't shot the web. So this one, he's not shot the web yet, and tries to shoot a web at you. 21 hits. You are restrained by webbing. As an action, you can take the strength check bursting out of the web. So one tries biting you, the other one gets you, and now you're covered in web. And this larger creature comes up to you. This waxy figure just slowly approaches you, Bobwell, with its piercing eye. Think it's almost like a tree with these branches, and says something in another language and goes, "Komm hier, kleine Katze. So schnell bist du nicht."
Okay. Anything else you wanna hit me with?
Yep.
Those words when
It's
rhymes that is song.
still coming. Multi-attack. So it slams at you with advantage. Never mind. I'm just going to do it. Holy fudge. So you get 8 piercing damage, 8 bludgeoning damage. And then, on top of that, after that happens from the first slam, you feel this oil on your skin as it etches in, and you scream as it got advantage. It got crit, as you take maths I can't even do. 48 damage. Poison. 24 plus 24.
Unconscious.
All right. Everything goes black. All right. Okay. So, death save.
Hey. Oh, good. Never mind.
So we'll do death saves, and remember, if you want to just mention, just put your hand up. I'm checking Discord. And
Hold on, I thought the music cut out, and I thought we were going to just skip the death saves. I haven't gotten to do death saves yet, so I want to do death saves.
there we go. So roll your death saves while I do
3 rolls.
in
10.
So
Okay, I'm just gonna roll 3 times. We'll see.
actually,
I can just roll
so
that save. How nice.
we'll do Dotty first.
Well, too late.
Okay.
Woo! I mean,
And
sorry,
so
sorry, Mark, but I've got 16, 11, and 20, not 20.
Okay, 2 successes, 2 failures. Here's the dice roll
wait.
that
I'm whispering you something.
I want Dottie to be dead.
Hang on. All right, perfect. Just stop there. So can you
This effort enough.
GM roll me that last one? Okay,
Robo's awake again. Hit him again. Hit him again.
cool.
No.
Did you manage, Camille?
16, 11, and not 20.
Cool. You manage. Okay, cool. All right. Everything fades. And
Please don't.
I'm
Would it really fade? Because Camille's now got 1 HP and conscious.
And I'm gonna play dead. If anyone asks, I'm dead.
Cool. All right. Good. It all goes dark for you guys. And the next thing you notice from those who have survived is you kind of see the
Don't make him do it,
fuckle
okay?
going around.
I survived.
And the next thing you notice is the spider fangs go into your body, where you scream out, and everything fades to black. All right. Now we fade to black, which I believe is a song. The next thing both of you realize is, again, you realize that you two now are, as mentioned in the last episode, you kind of wake up and you're all in this cocoon full of this web for those who survived. And you realize you're upside down and you're swinging and you're in a cocoon and you're hearing this noise outside, these footsteps. You can make a strength saving check. You don't have disadvantage on this anymore, Rodwell, to see if you can actually burst out of this.
Yeah, I'm so strong. That's my best feature, being strong.
Hear me?
Now, yeah.
Yep.
6.
Does it apply to us too?
You guys already rolled and
okay.
failed.
One of us didn't, I don't think, but it's fine.
And your turn, Dottie.
Does that mean Dottie survived?
Yeah,
Oh,
you ruined
that's-
it. I whispered it to you for that reason, so you wouldn't spoil the surprise.
I see.
Unfortunately, yes, I
Sorry.
rolled a 17 on my last death save. So Dottie lives on.
Wait, unfortunate. Why is this unfortunate? This is like very lucky. We're very happy to have you and all.
Don't
Yeah.
give up now, man. Don't give up now.
Dottie's all looking forward to hanging out with Erebos and
Don't give
what's
up.
her name? The goat lady.
Aliki?
Aniki. Yay!
That's her.
Cool. All right. Dottie, did you roll strength or is it loading?
Look into history there. 2 back from Robwell's. Or 1 back from Robwell's. It's in yellow. It's 2 GM.
Thank you very much. All right. You did not manage. So we now skip to a new scene. Rava.
Bye, everybody.
Rava, my friend. You, you tried to get out, but your roll wasn't successful. The next thing you see is this, boy, Delvin. No, that's a cocoon. You don't see the cocoon. Delvin, he opens up your cocoon. He's got a knife, and he goes, Rava, you're alive! Got to get you out of there! Come here, get out! And he cuts open the cocoon, and you fall on the floor. You notice Delvin has this mark on his neck. Everything at the moment is fuzzy. He's all sweating. You're feeling like shite right now. There's poison going through your body at the moment. I'll get to you in a minute, Camille. And you look around as your body is kind of pulsating. You're feeling you should be in pain. You just fell on your face, but you don't really feel it. You're kind of numb. And she looks, and you look up at Delvin, and he looks in you and just goes, "We've got to get out of here. Come on, let's free the others." What do you do? I'll go to Camille and then Rava.
Just like a small question, could you explain to chat what's Delvin? Who's Delvin? Just a quick note.
Cool. So to the chat, Delvin is a boy you guys rescued from some sea hags. He's 16 years old. He's giving off Aladdin vibes, and he is on a mission, just like Robwell, to find Lillian. Lillian is a Tabaxian. Lillian is Robwell's sister, and we found Lillian is Delvin's love interest, perhaps a girlfriend. You're not too sure. You guys haven't delved too much in, but there's definitely an interest. Delvin wants to find her. They have been through a little mini adventure themselves. Fun fact for those who didn't watch the last episode, Delvin went down in a fight and just managed to survive his death saves. Rava had actually rescued Delvin, or attempted to rescue Delvin. He was awake the entire time while Rava was holding him, and that's the last time
he was more huffed over his shoulder, but the point still stands.
Oh, there. Thanks for that, Camille. Really good. Thanks. So, yeah, Rava, what do you do? He's there, and he goes,
I can't see anything on the map, for starters.
Oh, bear with me.
Move it again, maybe.
Oh, sorry, I need to show everyone where everyone is.
As in, I don't think you've put my token on the map or haven't given me control over it.
It's next to me. It's there.
You are right. Oh, sorry, I clicked the wrong button. My apologies. There you go. You should be able to see now.
Thank you. Now see what's going on.
Yeah, you're in this large room. You're looking around, and there are these upside down cocoons where you see them here. Along this kind of wall of these kind of crypts. Think crypts, and the ceiling is very, very, very tall, at least 60 feet high. And Delvin again just goes, "We got to get out of here."
Can I stand?
Yeah, you stand. It's
Or do I need support?
Nope. A little bit of support. Think a bit Bambi, but you can get there.
Do I still have a warhammer?
You don't. It's not on you. You look around, and you go.
Okay. First things first, I would like to check my pockets.
Yeah.
I've got my warhammer.
It's also you're all starting to come to. At this point, while it's coming
I'm still
to,
wearing clothes, aren't I?
You see, you are. This is what you are realizing. Yeah, this is what you're seeing. You're seeing that Richard, your rat mascot, he's actually on one of the cocoons, and he's beginning to rip one of them up with his teeth. While you realize, where is everything? You've got clothes, you've got your armor, but you like look at your pocket, and Dalvin just goes, I think they took it all. You have no weapon, no money, no magic items, nothing of value on you, but your clothes on your back.
Does that include my
And your
cloak?
AC.
My very unassuming cloak that was magical, but they might have not noticed.
Nope.
Those bastards!
At that
Back
point,
holding.
Mila,
Back
you hear
holding.
you hear bastards while Richard opens the thing up. You again, you feeling dizzy, Bambi starting to get up. You're kind of seeing Rodwell just Rava, sorry, look around, and again, everything's been taken. No weapon, no money, no magic items, nothing of value.
Magic.
Honey.
What about my amulet?
If it can
The
be taken,
spell focus?
it's gone.
No.
But you still got your tattoo.
Um,
No. It's gonna help.
Can I check which of these cocoons have bodies in them?
So we'll go to Rava. All of them have bodies in them. So you kind of poke. They're kind of.
I know which ones are alive.
Well,
I'll be more specific. I'm looking for Jax.
cool.
The one I prod and I feel plate armor.
It's the one near Mila. This one,
I'm
yeah.
gonna gesture towards Delvin to slice that one open.
Okay. He goes, anything for you, Rafa. And he has a little bit of a twinkle in his eye. Cuts it out and cuts out Jax. Same thing. Jax has her armor on her, and she looks around, and she goes, I think I know this place. Q2 Mila.
I'm sort of reaching down to help Miller up.
Thank you. So, two things. Okay, no, one thing. No, two things. Does being half dead count as short rest?
No, it doesn't.
Sad. Okay, second thing. You said there's a mark on Delvin's shoulder. What's that? What kind of mark is this? What is that?
You're looking at it and you're seeing Rava. She's got a mark on her neck as well. And you kind of feel, and there's a bump
The
of
fuck?
a mark. You call over to Delvin, and you realize the shock of being branded with a with a sign on your neck right here. And the weirdest thing, you're in shock. Is it, first of all, fuck, I've just been branded. Think hot iron cast. But
Someone
weird
branded
as well
me.
is it's numb as well.
Bastard.
You don't even feel it. You feel the sort of the numbness, and you're kind of clearly thinking, hang on, there's something's in my system here. I can't really feel it, but you can feel it's a bit painful. Both Delvin have it, and Rava, and you, and Jax.
Microphone work. Thank you. Having intimate knowledge of how giant spiders work, can I tell whether there are spider bites, spider something? Like,
Yeah.
Sure, we were cocooned. Other than being cocooned, is there anything else that happened?
Cool. Roll me a nature, roll me an investigation, and I can give you information. There's some basic information I'll tell you. Meanwhile, Richard goes to another one and kind of peels something off, and he goes to this one, and boom. Rodwell, you're up. I don't know who's in what now. Rodwell, you again. You suddenly feel the whole thing open up. There's a knife that goes right close. You fall again, Bambi-like, getting up. You feel it's all numb, all dizzy. You see what's happening, and again, you realize no weapons. Money has been taken. All magic items have been taken. Any items of value have been taken.
My spear!
Gone.
I know. Okay, so I'm just gonna like... Oh. We're alive. Do we have everyone? That's my first question I'm gonna ask.
Well,
We seem to be missing the
oh,
You're missing
body's not
someone.
around.
Well,
Alright.
well, first of all, Devlin, good job. To be honest, I didn't expect that of you.
Okay,
Proud of you.
let's do the heart-warming heart-to-heart a bit later. Investigation check for Doti. For Vera. Just not
Looking
Doti.
the rest of the cocoons then. I
Yeah, in
guess.
my prodding of the sacks, did I notice which one was Dotty?
Yeah, roll. It's quite difficult. Roll me investigation with disadvantage. It's really hard. So while you're doing that, Delvin kind of continues to start to cut the other ones. Perfect. So this mark is not like a bite. It's like a hot iron branding. Think what farmers do on a cow. Right on their ass to say this is mine. So you have, and it's is it signet? And it's of a spider with a really beautiful like a not simple simple A, but it's a really nicely calligraphy A. Yeah.
If you are going off my investigation, the investigation was to find Dottie, but thank you for that information.
Oh, I was going to give you that information anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, because it is that clear, so it's definitely not that. So you both find Dottie, and yeah, she's, I don't know.
Dottie's back.
Oh, Dottie's
Yay.
back.
I had to
You're
deal with some funny business.
Well, we are gonna look for Slink.
okay.
We're gonna look for Slink. Did we not see Slink die?
Well, no one else. I don't. Yeah, that's actually.
Mila knows.
Mila knows. So again, Dottie, same thing with you. Delvin opens up and goes, there you are, love. As you fall down onto the floor. The other cocoons are also opened up. There's a duplicate of Rodwell. Don't know what I did there. All I know what I did.
So many of
See
me.
anything? Is
That's,
this just me?
There's a couple of Dotties as well, I see.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't see anything at all. Can you maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure.
My apologies.
Hey.
I ticked the wrong box for you. There you go. You should be able to see.
Yes, thank you. Appreciate that.
Next thing you see is Delvin. While you're kind of looking, Delvin does this final one, and while he's doing that, he goes, "I was given a warning. We have to get out of here. We have to get out." And he kind of, and then this body falls on top of him, and it is a hobgoblin.
He survived.
And
Is he alive?
he is alive as he gets up. And again, you see the branding is on his neck. But you realize, you're starting to realize, you've seen this branding quite a bit throughout Skullport, Legion of Azrock. You've seen the odd kind of, you thought maybe there was an odd tattoo. Hey, it sounds cool to get this spider thing. And now it's kind of clicking. Some people here have been maybe, met the drow. His one is not as fresh as yours. His one looks a bit more healed as he gets up and goes, "Oh, that bitch! She took everything."
Shh. Be quiet.
Everyone, just go quiet.
I'm gonna tap
Perception
Delvin on
check.
the shoulder and be like,
Mila first, and then Rava.
Okay. Perception check. Which way? Is this a familiar space? Like, Gandalf check. Which way the air is pressure?
Roll me insight. Roll me survival. Rava.
Can
what
I
are
do
you doing?
perception?
What did I say?
Insight for whatever reason.
Perception and survival.
You have to get a vibe check with the smell of the air.
Yeah,
Yes,
we.
vibe check for the smell of the air.
Go on, Rava, and then I'll do Camille.
I was gonna tap Delvin on the shoulder and be like, "Do you know where they took our stuff?"
He goes, "Hi, Rara. I think they took everything. That
Where?
which will happen."
No, I get they took everything. I'm asking if you know where they took everything.
He's looking around. He says, "Last thing I remember is Spider and they, that hot iron. I then blacked out."
Okay, well, we'll figure this out. Let's get out of here now.
So from your excellent survival, which actually has been helped by Jax and Robwell, actually. Robwell, you notice a little bit of this. You think maybe you've actually been here. It's familiar. And Jax says as well, I think we've been here. And your perception and what you realize is it was really similar to where you began on level 2 when you entered the level. And it starts to click. I was up north, and you have a feeling that you're up quite north, and you have a feeling that the entrance to level 2, you're on level 3, my apologies. When you entered level 3, you are near there, because it has the same kind of feel and smell of that of that almost bit of a sea, the fungi. And your sense to tell you left is the entrance for where you came down from level 2 to level 3. That
Smells like man flesh.
You're near that area.
Let's go back. We know a place that was hidden away with a circle that removes effects. Let's go. And Mila's gonna lead to the stealthily. I'll try to be. Well, I can't be stealthy.
No, I'm gonna lead way 30 feet away from a party just to make to warn them if something. I see something.
Dottie's gonna drag her feet along as she follows the group, no longer feeling it in her heart to bounce and stride and bouncy boot her way around.
Okay.
Well, by the way, I'm just gonna make quick look around that. So, we are missing Sling.
If you could, so I'll just give you the lowdown, and message me when you got time. So basically, any magic item has been taken, including your boots, Dottie. All weapons have been taken, and all money has been taken. You've only got your armor on you and the clothes.
Would they have taken my forging hammer?
Is it magic?
No. It is literally just a plain old forging hammer. The only reason Brava carries it is because she Frederick.
I feel like what Daniel is saying, that all of the equipment has been taken, regardless.
It's a good question. The hammer, it's just a forging hammer, right?
There is nothing special about it, and it has no gold value whatsoever.
Cool. For that case, you still have it. It is not a major weapon. It's a hammer to forge. Cool. Any other questions?
So we have like rations and stuff with us. Rations with us and stuff.
Your rations have been taken.
Okay. Fine.
Dottie, you notice your book. You have your book, but there's something. You notice that your book is reacting a bit different. And upon investigation, you find that when you open the book, the front cover on the inside has this branding seal. So basically, think hot iron on this thing, on the book, which has left this black mark around it. Again, this spider with his A, and graffitied on it is is text in Elvish. And finally, you've noticed the book. If you were to investigate the book, you will find that pages have been torn out, more towards the back, higher level spell type things.
Let's get out of here.
Any other questions to settle this? Food, weapons, anything valuable.
Herbalism kit?
You've still got it?
It's just that you said I still had the boots last week, so now I have to take it off.
That's correct. So Marta didn't take it, but the drow did.
The bastards.
Nice.
Do I remember where to? I remember this place, like where to go, because
Mila direct.
Okay, Mila direct. Okay, Mila, which way?
If you're
Mila.
curious, you can roll survival with advantage. Are there any other questions? So basically, anything like herbal kit, a little hammer, that will be kept.
Oh my god, is that the sound of a rabbit?
Drinking, right?
That is the sound of my heater deheating.
Ah,
Okay.
well, I had hopes. Okay, get out of
There
here.
are 2 rabbits here. They're chasing each other around.
Oh, I only see a white tail.
Final thing,
Yeah.
health points. You've all got 5 health points.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's not nearly enough to go take our stuff. So we're leaving. Mila is leading the way outside on the second level, like the higher level. We are going to the circle of life. The Greater Restoration Circle that was in the ancient thing where we found Hallister, we tried to revive Hallister and all of that. We are heading there because there was a very heavy door outside of it that we could lock. And while walking, Mila keeps constant passive perception 22 at the best of her abilities. Check for enemies around.
Just before you suggest that, Laresh, which is the name of the hobgoblin.
Never knew. Never asked.
Nobody
So,
asked him.
Luresh, so he's one of the prisoners that were in the drow. He's the one that kind of went ahead, "Rah!" and then was like wanting to punch anything and realized, maybe it's not great. That's when, of course, Mila just threw that scimitar and he got it, slashing away. Luresh at that point goes, "No, the Xanathar Guild are up there," he says.
In that circle.
Level 2?
Well, we're in level 3 and we're going like level higher. Yeah.
Cool. Luresh goes, "No, follow me. I will take you to the Legion, to my Legion. Is it Legion of Azrock? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will take you to the base."
I'm all for the Legion of Azrock. I think they will help us out better than just hiding in a hole.
Okay.
He goes,
Regardless.
"Azrock, he will help us. We can take rest and refuge there."
Yeah,
I will
somehow
guide
we
you.
doubts that. But let's go.
Great. Then just point me direction. I'm gonna scout ahead so you don't fall in enemy. Find any enemies before they. We won't make enemies find us before we find them. So I'm gonna go ahead in front of that.
So he
just a little
proceeds
bit.
down and then left. And just as a side fact, that room, with the pillars and the glowing thing, that actually never healed you guys. That was only if you are petrified by a
Yeah.
certain creature.
I know.
Yeah, but there was like a very heavy door outside of it
generally like
that
refuge,
was
yeah.
hidden.
Yeah, and the hobgoblin basically says, "Let's go back to my base. That's where we can take a bit more refuge." So he goes and he goes, "Has anyone got any weapons?" And
No.
it's frustration.
Mila just as frustratingly goes, "No, because you lost my scimitar."
Delvin has a dagger. Clearly, he was slicing us out of
That's gonna help us. Great.
goons.
I found it here. And he points to a corner. He says, "It was lying on the floor."
Do you have any more of them?
What was the guy's name again?
Delvin and
No, the
Luresh.
other guy. Laresh? Dottie looks at Laresh and hands him a little bag of sand. which is
What do I do?
everybody needs pocket sand.
Why?
He looks at you, and there's this moment of, I could freak out, but he goes, nice. Nice. I'll throw this at them.
There you go. Right in their eyes.
And he switches kind of from okay, you're crazy, I'm loving, that was a good joke too. Actually, that's a good idea. And rather than just tipping on, he actually kind of pockets it.
Is there anywhere like traces of where they could have taken our stuff? Like, is it like, oh, the priest has got this and now it is gone, or is there like a bunch of things on the side that where our stuff is?
Say that again. Sorry.
Where is our stuff? Is there any way of knowing where our stuff is? If you
Is it
have the
like
dagger.
in a classic video game situation where it's in a box just outside the door.
Yeah.
Would you like what you can do is you get the feeling that this room is very large, both width and height and length. You can spend 10 minutes looking around if you wish to do so, and you can roll perception. Apart from you, Mila, you already rolled a perception, I'm guessing, on the room, didn't you? Cool. So you can do that, and it will cost a bit of time, but Delvin is saying, guys, she warned us. We've got to get out of here.
No, Mila's not gonna do that. Like,
Well,
this
if
was
we
an
don't
Alice
get out here, then we
information.
better get out of here.
Cool.
All right, then yeah, that's the same thing. Let's go.
Okay, but you don't
Oh, you
Come on, you wee little bollocks, you.
you don't find anything that's on the way there. Okay, so you don't check the room. Fine. All right.
Mila's gonna hold produce flame and like light up the way a little bit. Just not in a way to like if she hears anything shuffling or anything, she'll put it out and then put it back again. Like, she's not attracting enemies. Just like Mila doesn't want to step into the spider webs. If there are any spider webs on the way, Mila's gonna burn.
Yeah.
So the spiders do know that.
Cool. At that point, you notice Delvin. He's quite a resourceful person. He's actually got a little torch. That's why there's light emanating from him. Cool. You guys pass through, and what I'll do is, seeing as I know Mark's Roll20 isn't catching up, we all just gather here. I'll transport you guys to the
Yes,
first
please.
stage. So you go along this corridor, and and then you see the familiar steps coming up from the north, coming down. That's up the way to level 2.
Would the dead chimera still be there? If memory serves, we thought that near the staircase.
Yep. So what I'll do is I'll just grab you all.
Because if we can get stealthily there, I might want to try and slice up some scales and teeth and shit.
All right. Okay.
Ew, what
So-
do you want to do with the shit?
It was as not a, I don't actually want it shit, it was more of a generic, I want to shave the resources.
You never know with an elf who marries a dwarf what they're into.
All right. Here we go.
She's clearly into dwarfs.
So you guys, while I organize this, you guys walk down the corridor. You walk into that really old ancient settlement that was abandoned. And it's super creepy right now. So just want to check, Robal, you're going ahead. That's right, yeah.
Like a few steps front of everyone,
Cool.
like being stealthy.
All right, Milo, where are you? You're our radar.
I don't know where I am.
I mean, you
In
moved
the
us
group.
somewhere.
Group, where are you in the group?
Oh,
When you
I'm after all the 30 feet behind.
Okay, cool. All right, so you enter the room where the chimera is there. Remember, this is the room that you had where all that money is, and there's the chimera.
Nope,
and
not
it's still
anymore.
on the floor.
I would like to gesture to Delvin, I would like to borrow his dagger.
He hands you the dagger.
I will attempt to claim some resources from this chimera.
All right.
Scales, teeth, claws,
Nice. Okay. You can get
in particular.
teeth, scales from the snake. Yeah, you can roll.
Claws?
So that the giant claws, you can get the claws. So you can get the claws.
Basically, anything that could potentially be useful.
Cool. Roll me sleight of hand, and if anyone wants to help, you get an advantage.
No.
Can Delvin assist me?
He assists. Yep, he's happy
Because
to.
if memory serve, he is proficient in sleight of hands.
He is indeed. Yeah. Cool.
17.
You can extract teeth. There are. What was it again? You can extract 4 large teeth, 10 claws if you wish, and both of them are quite large and can be used as a knife, as a blunt knife.
Yeah.
No.
I will take everything I can.
Cool. Okay. Good. While you're doing this, he's holding the thing up. Dalvin just goes, Rafa, I have to tell you, you saved my life. I'm in debt to you. Thank you.
Honestly, that's not how I remember it. If I saved your life, we surely wouldn't be in this situation.
You tried. You tried, Rafa. And he puts a hand on your shoulder, and he goes, "Thank you." And he's giving off, real admiration. Thank you. I owe you debt, rather than I'm falling in love with you. Vibes. And he just kind of hear this, and he can't resist, and he goes, "I'm glad someone was there for me. Hope they're going to be there for Lillian." And looks at you, Robwell. And you kind of get the plan of, he just looks at you, and just goes, "You abandoned me. You abandoned me. Hope you're not going to do that with Lillian." And he goes to
As he starts to shout, I'm going to put my hand over his mouth, be like, "Quiet. We're trying to flee. No more noise than we need."
We try to survive here. I ask everyone to leave because I know that everyone's gonna die. If you stay there, that was your own fault.
And he goes, I'll remember that. And then takes back the dagger.
You remember nothing, Jon Snow.
All right.
I got 4 teeth and how many claws?
10 claws you managed to get out. So they're all worthy of just as a dagger. The fangs, of course, are thicker daggers. And Luresh goes, "Can I have one of them, my friend? I don't think a bag of sand in my fist will do very well if we're in combat."
If you're not going to use the bag of sand, give it back to me.
He tosses you it.
Okay,
I'm assuming these teeth have blood on them.
Yes.
They have your... No, wait, not you. You weren't there. They
I'm
have
not the one
Jax's
that
blood
got
on
it.
them.
Rava, can you
Jack's
fashion
blood.
them in the daggers?
They have Slink's blood. We can resurrect Slink.
By the way, where's Slink? Nobody's said anything about him.
I'm pretty sure Mila went over this, didn't she? Said Sling died.
What?
That was said that Mila knows this Link died. Mila hasn't said that yet, but sure.
Okay, I'll retract that statement.
It's okay.
So, where's
yeah.
Slink then?
Link is what left him.
Is he
Well-
dead?
Probably dead. Probably eaten by a spider. Probably was someone's last meal, as he was.
I guess very
As he
fitting
would have
then.
wanted.
What he wanted? This is. We went in. Zero plan, zero tactics, zero thought about anything at all. And the very second shit went down, we went running, and Slink paid for that. Let's
Oh
just
well.
get out
Yeah.
of here and
Yep.
don't.
I give Dottie a whack on the head with one of the teeth.
You don't tell me how to grieve.
Loving the RP here. Does anyone else, does anyone want to arm themselves with a
Yeah, I'll give Loaf. What was his name?
Luresh?
Laresh. I'll give Laresh a tooth. Not a tooth, a claw. He said claws could be used as daggers.
Can I ask for one as well?
No, you may not.
I'll remember that.
Yes,
Well,
sure.
wrong,
Remember
we'll
that. You
remember
were the
that.
first one to run away with your tail between your legs.
Excuse me, I think that was the best surgical situation when we were surrounded. If you
Is this what you're going to do next time? We're going to find ourselves in the middle of some sort of situation. How are you supposed to save your sister if you run away from every sign of trouble?
excuse me, I feel much better when I can have a drop on enemy than it's other way around.
I am
Guys,
sorry.
guys,
I
guys.
apologize. Your
Fight
feelings
about
got
this and we're
hurt.
not in danger.
We're not in danger right now, are we?
We
But we might
probably
be
are.
very soon because you guys have been quite loud.
Oh,
The hobgoblin agrees and goes, "The quicker we get to the Legion of Azarok, the better. We're in drought."
Why did you stop leading us then? Come on. You're the guide.
We can walk and talk, by the way.
No, we don't want to do that.
He leads you guys on, and you pass old Fred. Is it Fred, the zombie, and Scally Boy, the original one that lied there? They were taken down by this lightning.
Fred was a zombie hobgoblin, so that's ironic.
Yeah, one of them was the skeleton was the tiefling.
Yeah.
What was it called again? Mavalos. All right, so okay, right. You enter. You remember this Drow Town, and then suddenly, you. In fact, anyone who enters can hear now suddenly. As you see and hear, something is eating something up ahead. And I don't know if you can see, anyone that can see here can see two creatures engaged in a feast among drow. These creatures aren't aware of you at the moment. Delvin just kind of sees it and then just gets his torch and just goes and puts it out on the wall, goes into the dark. As these creatures just are eating these drow that are on the body. And if you remember, this is where the epic scene of Mila, where she had created a wall of fire around her and all the drow burned up. And now these guys are having a very cold barbecue and eating them. What do you guys do?
Dottie does a nature check.
Roll me nature.
23.
Ooh, okie dokie. You definitely know these guys. These are Grimlocks. These used to be humans who spent far too long in the underworld and just basically became pretty much like Gollum. Instead of having the ring that turned him evil and grey.
This is really fun for me as I'm rewatching The Lord of the Rings right now.
And
I have all these references.
let's have a look. That was actually a really good one. So I'm just going to give you more information. In fact, even because you've got a really cool thing, I'll even unlock. If this was a PlayStation game, you'd even get the
achievement.
Achievement. Thing. Yeah, you beat me to it. All right, Grimlock 175. Just to give you more insight, because it might be useful tactfully. I'm loving the thinking. Armor class 11. They have blind senses. They can't use its blind sight while deafened and unable to smell. What? The Grimlock can't use its blind sight while deafened and unable to smell. Oh, so it needs its ears. That's right. It's got keen hearing and smell. It has advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell. And they are very good at camouflaging in rocky terrain. And their way of attacking is a club, which you can kind of see that's next to it. The other Grimlock kind of gets his club and goes, bashes the head of this drow and then starts eating down its brains.
So can Dottie know alignment and intelligence of these
Definitely with that. Definitely with that. Alignment is neutral evil, and intelligent, it's definitely not intelligent. Yeah, it isn't. -1. No, it's dumb. 9.
Yeah, it's done.
Are
So
these
Dottie would-
beasts?
Oh, sorry. I'll finish off Mark, and then I'll go with you, Mina. humanoid.
Dottie would just like to say, yeah, they're Grimlocks. They're in the middle of eating. It's fine. Just don't draw their attention, and we should just walk around them.
Go on, Mila.
No, I just wanted to ask whether they're beef.
No, it just says medium humanoid.
Okay.
All right. Luresh goes, what do we do, guys?
They're so engorged in their food that we could literally just walk between the two of them. Let's just go around here to the... Where's Dottie standing? Left.
Guide me where you want to go.
This
Just
way.
quietly,
Dottie says,
please.
let's just go this way. No
Okay.
need to cause a ruckus if we don't need to cause a ruckus. As I recall from this area, there's like 4 different paths out of here, or that leads to the one exit. So
All right. As you guys walk there, you hear again they're eating beyond the hall where you're going down. Yeah, you can't see it from where you are at the moment, but there's clearly the sound of another Grimlock down towards that area. I don't know if you can see.
yeah, just come on this way. Sure, fuck it. If it attacks us, it dies because they're weak. We've killed them easily before.
Oh yeah, while we're walking along, I once again offer Miller a claw dagger.
Oh, I'm gonna look for some
Oh.
daggers around. On the corpses.
dagger. That is, thank you. That is much.
On the terms of searching corpses, these ones that are about to pass around the corner rather previously looted.
Oh.
And relieve them of all their weapons.
You did.
Okay, never mind then.
So
In
just
hindsight.
on the
Thank
topic
you,
of
Rava.
that sort of thing, I'm assuming that the drow took Dottie's silk spider dress,
Yeah.
seeing as she was just wearing that over everything else. So
Yeah. It's a good point. It's not necessarily valuable, but I forgot. Yeah, it was.
I already took it out of my inventory and just as Dottie's walking along, like no longer swishing a silk spider robe, was just like, fine, she can have it, smelly and soggy anyway.
So you see one of the you hear it getting louder. One of the Grimlocks is down here in this corridor down there. Robwell, you're in this large kitchen. There's a cauldron up above on the ceiling. It's fire and has definitely died down. There's dust that has settled in this area.
If it's kitchen, I'm looking for a knife. Because nobody want to help me.
Yep. You find a knife in the kitchen.
Cool. Can I count it as a dagger?
Yes.
Cool. Thank you. Can I find... This is more than one because I do like to, track them.
Let's have a look. Oh no, they took the knives with them. You find 3 daggers in total. Three knives. They actually took the most of it when the slaves are broken free. Cool. So you see it there.
Mila.
At this point, Dottie, where you are, one of these Grimlocks looks up at you. What do you do?
I
Go
want
for
to
Mark and then Alice.
I want to point out that I did not move there intentionally as a character. That's just the only place Roll20 would put my token.
Okay. Cool. It looks up though, towards your general direction. As it heard, it seems to have heard something.
Okay. Well, Dottie's going to look at Stray. It doesn't have eyes, but Dottie's going to look at it. Does it have any languages?
Undercommon. Yes, undercommon.
No, Dottie doesn't know that.
All right,
Unless
Mila?
she's just going to be like,
Oh, sorry. Go on, Mark.
Dottie's going to just say, just enjoy your meal, don't cause any trouble, and just kind of back away down this corridor this way.
Mila and then Rodwell.
Did they take our water from us?
No.
No, they didn't? Okay, that's good.
No.
Where's my group? Yeah.
Oh, thank you. That's all I need.
Cool. Rodwell?
Yeah, I was like looking.
BRB.
Cool.
I just wanted to look at that creature, if it's doing anything, if it's looking in the direction too long or something. You know, from here and just prepare myself if I need to attack.
Yeah. It looks up, and it's aware of you guys there. You're not exactly walking quietly.
Well, not
so
everyone.
It just observes. Yeah, not everyone. So it is observing. So it's kind of like gone, and it's looking towards your direction, and sees anyone walking past. You're kind of getting vibes of, you know, is it assessing, finding out what it's doing? Is it about to attack? Is it just seeing if you guys are trying to go for its loot? There's that kind of awkward silence right now, and as it going. In the meantime, Delvin and Luresh, they are just tiptoeing very quietly. They actually do a. How many times did I roll there? Yeah, no, they didn't. Cool. They are trying to stealth, but they're kind of tiptoeing around, and just ignoring this. Rava.
I have found a door I would like to open.
Cool. Where are you?
I'm quite actually far in Drow Town.
You're fine, Drow. Where'd you go?
Jax!
So, anyone with dark vision, you'll see that Delvin, he doesn't have any dark vision, but he's kind of holding on to Luresh at this point. Oh, crap. I went too fast to the sea hags. Cool. You open the door. So as you walked around, you saw the Grimlock looking towards Dottie Rodwell and then kind of looks at you. But seems to ignore you. You open the door and everyone, you can hear this as this creaky door opens in the distance, and it is empty.
Oh.
Just throwing it out there. Jax is gonna have one of those dagger teeth as well. If there's no extra ones.
No,
shoot
I
it.
have 10. I had 10 total of the dagger claws.
Cool. Jax will have one of them.
So I have one, Mila has one, Laresh has one, and Jax has one. So I found it out 4.
Okay. Thank you.
Does Dottie have one? Does Dottie need one? No, Dottie doesn't.
Oh, he was
need
not
one.
offered one.
Just
Dottie doesn't need one.
just a side note, make a note of the items that you have lost or that were stolen from you, so you can send me them later at some point. Or
I just deactivated them on my character sheet, which is
I think I
the thing
just
you
sent
can
you a
do.
picture.
yeah, you
Which
do.
I just assumed that everything is taken except from the pouch with water and herbs, and that's it.
Healing potions?
Definitely taken.
I find it
What
weird
is-
that we still have our armor though.
Don't
Dottie
complain.
never had armor.
I have found more shut doors, by the way. I would like to open.
Cool. You open them. What's
Maybe
your
they
passive
just don't.
perception, Rava?
Okay, Rava! Rava, why are you doing this? Rava, let's just...
Rava's not with you.
Oh. Really?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's the
never mind.
thing. Why are we going
Where
to
are
the...
we? I don't know what's happening.
Cool. Right. So basically, follow Luresh and Delvin.
Okay.
Luresh seems to know where he's going, and you're going around. This is where there was the epic fight with that Drow elite warrior, and you guys are walking slowly around, and there's no cobwebs that you see. There's all cobwebs. Remember, you're actually walking through ancient streets, and there are cobwebs, but they're up at the ceiling. And have been definitely cleared over time. I'm just going to move you as a group.
Singed by Dottie's fireball.
And Mila's wall of fire.
I'll just move you, Mila. I assume you just want to
Thank you.
changing.
Yeah, I'm just following as well.
You notice, Dottie, this Grimlock has now moved away from this drow that was on the floor and is kind of looking at you guys and just slowly following you guys. Is it out of curiosity? Is it out of hunting? Is it out of be my friend? You're not too sure at this point.
Where is he?
Vibe check.
Vibe check!
Roll me insight.
That sounds like the perfect opportunity to do a vibe check.
We need one per episode at least.
I have clicked the button. We shall see if Roleplay will
Give it 20
insight
minutes.
advantage because you got a really good score on your nature check.
Right, let's try it again. Oh wait, there it is.
Oh, yeah,
Like
it
18
is.
or 20.
Cool. Yeah, you're not getting I'm about to attack you vibes from this thing. It's more like I would probably eat you, but you guys are now all huddled together and I'm on my own. So
Is there a dead body near me? On the ground?
no, the closest body is basically what you see.
Alright, that's okay.
Grimlock was
I
actually
was just gonna take an arm and chuck it to him, but never mind.
Oh, okay. Great idea. No dead body. You've just passed them.
Can I throw a bunny at him?
Oh, but yes, if you want. Cool.
There we go. That's it. That's where Polo likes to be.
All right. Ravo, what are you doing?
I made my way back to the group.
You back to the group? Okay, you guys, there you go. There is one dead body here that has not been eaten, if you fancy taking an arm. And this Grimlock is kind of following you. You're also hearing the grunts of two other Grimlocks. The ones you first saw seem to be coming a bit closer towards you guys. So through these streets, you hear one behind you, and two more are on kind of coming from another side, from the north. And Luresh goes, "We must leave now."
We are leaving. We are walking. We're not standing. We're leaving.
Perfect. All right. You guys leave. Luresh kind of leads the way. And do you do the same, Rava?
I've rejoined the group and I'm just following as sees fit.
Yeah, Rodwell, you too?
Oh well, I thought I'm ahead.
Perfect. Good. All right. You exit Drow Town. Luresh kind of just relaxes and goes, "That was Drow territory. The Drow been finally defeated."
Yes, we are aware. Let us leave to the territory that is not Drow.
Dottie would like to say, we know it was Drow territory, but we cleared it out. I'm surprised you haven't moved in there.
My friend, my sand friend. We attempted to take this a few days ago. We failed. I was taken captive. And he kind of subconsciously touches the branding on him that you all have.
He says, well then, it's points for trying, I guess.
Azrock will be pleased. This will have severely dented the drow up here. We must give him this great news.
So
you guys continue.
Dottie wants to like point at, like as we were going along, point at various scorch marks and be like, I did that, Mila did that. See this this little dent in the wall? That's where one of Robwell's daggers went.
He goes, you are mighty warriors, you. Well done. Azrock will certainly be happy.
Yeah, we're
No
boys.
doubt.
We've met. You know we've met. Technically, you're on a quest for him. Don't know. It's okay. You don't need to know. Top
Right.
secret, you know.
Is it anything to do with him becoming weaker? So this conversation happens while you guys are walking. You walk past that ancient elven dwarven door.
Dottie will say, right, you tell me what you know, I'll tell you what I know.
My friend, Miss Azrock, seems to has lost some of his courage. He used to be a mighty warrior, mightiest hobgoblin of them all. But in recent times, he has become weak, scared. We used to launch into battle, but now he just wants to be defensive. It was our first battle lost among the Drow. There are rumors of him lost, weak, old. Other rumors of him being blind. We do not know the fate of our leader. If he carries this up, he will lose all of our respect. We lost a battle. We lost many friends. Family.
Maybe it's time to get a new leader.
Dottie would like to counter that with, no, you've got a good leader. He just needs to get his mojo back. We're trying to help him with that.
Where do I find this mojo? Maybe,
It's like, so
find
when,
it
when a boy...
It's a penguin.
What are they called again?
Hobgoblin?
Hobgoblin? Yeah, so when a boy hobgoblin likes a lady hobgoblin and you get that little feeling of happiness in your tummy, that's where your mojo is.
He goes, I definitely do not have mojo. It has been a while since I had mojo. And he kind of just pats you on the shoulder. I would imagine Dottie a bit more. He has his strength. And he leads you through a tunnel. And you guys, so I'll say this and I'll come to you. Come here. So you guys walk along the tunnel, and you know this is familiar. This is towards Legion of Azrock. Mila, you remember this is where all your wolves had followed you as you conjured them, and you're just about to enter the area of the Legion of Azrock, and go, our Legion is mighty. We are in control of one powerful gate and access to the next level. Well.
On the way where we are walking, I just want to talk to Mila. It's like, Mila, you seem more angry than usual. Anything specific except that we almost died?
Oh, Mila is not sure at all. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that our stupidity, because we ran for whatever reason, because you yelled to run and it cost us slack. Doesn't know. Maybe, just theoretically.
I don't know. I think we survived, most of us at least. I do think seems like it's not the worst of outcomes.
We survived by sheer luck. You had nothing to do with that survival. In fact, Mila blames you for yelling to run and us not standing our ground. We could have taken them. But if we gathered that it together and not ran from the danger every second we saw it.
Okay,
if
next
you want
time.
to save your sister, find some fucking balls.
Next time, if you wanna, you can go back in time if you wish. Oh no, you can't. Sorry. In that case, you have to deal with what we have right now and just deal with it, okay?
When your sister is dead, you wouldn't be able to go in time, myself.
Oh, don't worry. I will take care of my sister. You worry about yourself, okay?
Very good.
I'm just gonna shut up. Walk that.
Yeah, Mila leaves. Like, Mila walks away.
Do I hear this conversation with a passive perception of 16? Also, Daniel, we can't hear you.
Sorry, thank you. Yes, you do.
Perfect.
Delvin, he walks along and he's gone a bit quiet. Have you got your torch on, Mila? Have you got that light?
Just flame.
Perfect. Okay, so you can see where he's going. He's not holding on to anyone. And he goes. He's kind of become a little bit more quiet. And he goes, Rava, and he speaks out. He says, the Lady Drow, she asked I give you all a warning. She says, the Lady Drow warned me that Lolth's reckoning has begun, and
Yeah, that does actually.
spread the word of Lolth, and that's if we survive.
History check.
roll me history. And he says, well, we did survive. I think she set the spiders on us to eat our corpses. To eat us. But
that doesn't sound like you survived. It sounds like you had a conversation and she let you go. What exactly happened? How are you alive?
yeah. So you get these kind of flashback, like PTSD almost look from this guy. Actually, roll me insight. And
Can I do it as well?
Yeah, go roll me insight. So Dottie, he mentioned Lolth's reckoning. So you know that from lore and reading that that Lolth essentially is the Drow god. So elves all happy, love in the sun, battle, elves went down, became all Drow, kind of like the Grimlocks with the humans. And basically they were like, we have nothing, and they decided to worship Lolth, the spider god, spider queen, or demon, I'm not too sure. And Lolth is all, hey guys, you're worshiping me, I love you, I'm going to give you all these amazing abilities, blah 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 blah.
Looking like a spider.
And and there's a whole religion with Lolth that's behind that. There's all sorts of rituals. And you kind of remember when you went through that ancient dwarven temple, which is converted to, this sex chamber, this S&M chamber in Lolth. There was that ring that was on the floor. And you know that Lolth, Drow would send Drow to the Lolth's realm, I'm paraphrasing, to prove themselves as worthy warriors. Those who fail become these Driders, and those that pass get a nice badge of honor. So that's Lolth for you.
So, in response to that, having that knowledge, Dottie would like to turn to Delvin and say, "She can't be believing that. Lolth's reckoning's been coming for as long as there's days, just as long as can be remembered. Prehistory, Lolth has been reckoning. You'd think she'd have reckoned by now, but no."
He goes, I don't know. She gave me the warning. She seemed serious.
Sure. Every high priestess of every pseudo demigod figure has a reckoning to tell you about. Have you heard about Erebos's reckoning?
Legend.
Segue! This is perfect! Wow!
So Erebos. Oh, I hate these old religions. Can't deal with them. And he says, he looks at you, Mila, and you can see he's kind of thinking, he's going, pretended to be dead. Had my eyes closed as much as I could. I heard them doing all sorts. I think your lizard friend is dead. And he says, kept my eyes as close as I could, and the next thing I knew, his spider fangs, and he touches his stomach, dug into me. I screamed out. I couldn't hold it any longer. And next thing I knew, I was being levitated by this skinny drow magic demon. And I saw her, the drow priestess. She was beautiful, but deadly. She looked at me and laughed. She took the iron branding, and she warned me to tell you all that the reckoning is coming. That's if we survive. Next thing I knew, and then he touches his kind of that scar that's the branding, and just goes, she stabbed me with it. It all went black.
Don't worry about it. Lillian will love it. Women love a bad wife.
Discuss beauty of whatever. There is a saying about that, probably. Talking about beautiful and deadly. Has anyone seen Martha?
Oh, I have bad news for you.
Did she also die?
I mean, unfortunately, no.
She's dead to me anyway.
I might miss the fact that she tried to kill Dottie, and then she almost killed me as well. And she was stuck in. By the way, that's
She
oh.
took my fucking boots. Wait, no, she didn't.
No, she
You're the
didn't.
one who-
She took your book. She took your book.
Metagaming things. Daniel, she said something right at the end, like when she was going. You said something that she was doing something.
So no one knows that Marta took any items from.
No. Did she say something? Anything specific that she's gonna do?
No, she didn't. She just tried to kill you. That's it.
So
No,
Mila.
she said something to Dottie, but
Okay.
Robwell doesn't know.
Yeah. So
Dottie knows that her stuff was stolen by Marta.
You don't know. So all you know is that there was this blast that happened, and you're pretty sure it was Marta, but you don't know who took what. The next thing you know is you. Oh no, you would know because you woke up. Sorry, you woke up.
Yeah, I woke up with some stuff missing, and then I woke up a second time with even less stuff. So it's like, oh, I know, which of my stuff Martha took, and which of the stuff was just taken by Drow.
So Mila, Marta is I guess a spy of those, and she's gonna die the next time I'm gonna see her.
I don't know if she's a spy. I don't think she is a spy, but she's definitely self-serving. So
it's definitely not
I
ally.
wouldn't go trusting her as far as I could throw her, to be honest.
Then
Take
let's
it from
stick to
someone
that.
who made that mistake.
No, seeing that she stabbed you in the back wouldn't do that either. Fine.
After I gave her that bloody wand and book back, you think she had a bit of great gratitude for that?
Yeah. Alright, let's have some rest in a place where we won't be ambushed and go back and pick up stuff. I miss my bag of holding.
So you enter the area, Legion Razrock, and you see the familiar sites where you were. Again, there's all these people that they're clearly guarding it, and you see hobgoblins look at you and go, "Ah, there they are, the Moxy Monsters! Welcome, Luresh is here!" And they greet him, and Luresh goes, "My friends," and goes down on one knee and looks at one of the hobgoblin captains. He's in the center and goes, "Cleus the Skull Cleaver. These friends of mine, they freed me. How many people did you lose?" And this hobgoblin captain goes, "Everyone, my friend. You are the only survivor." And he kind of taps him, grabs him on the shoulder and goes, "Welcome home, my friend. And welcome back, Moxy Boxes. You look worse for wear."
No shit!
He says,
Thrash, I want my claw back.
and he goes, "Welcome. Come in. Go. You are welcome here." And he goes, "Luresh, bring them to Azrock. You will no doubt want to see them." And Luresh goes, "Okay." And you're realizing how in really bad condition you are. Not if the fact that you feel really crap, but looking at everyone else, they're looking clean, they're looking strong. You guys are really looking crap. And Luresh takes you guys and goes, "You are here. Do you have your papers?" And these are...
Do we look like we have papers?
And he goes, "The drow bitches would have taken them." And he goes, "I must take you to the red tape room." And he takes you up into...
Mr. Grey will see you now.
To the... takes you up through the tunnel, through the Legion of Azrock. You see the familiar sights and the smells. You see a bunch of bugbears. They're all guards. And I'm just moving you all together so you don't all have to walk through.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't see anything right now.
Yeah, me neither. Bugbear again. What's the news? We're theater reminding this. While we're walking, can Mila like get up to closer to Luresh and be like, "Luresh, if there theoretically would have been another venture that we just made back from, would many of your kind, or rather your league, would be willing to join, or any at all? A good fight,
what?
you know.
If it is against the drow, no doubt we would fight together.
That is good to know. Thank you, Larash.
And you.
And at this point, Dottie would like to look at Jax and say, "Weren't you a bit on the fence about whether taking on the drow or not? Have you changed your mind?"
A spirit of Alistair would be thrilled to answer your question when he shows up next.
Okay, so I've
now
lost.
we'll just assume that Jax glowers at Dottie in a furrowed brow. Yeah, just smart arse sort of way.
While
I
we're
can
walking,
imagine
I'm
that.
climbing
Don't
back-
do that.
What's that?
While we're walking, I'm claiming back my clothes I gave out.
Yeah, give you back the cloth.
So I'm taking them back from Mila, Laresh, and Jax.
Okay. Somewhere along the way, I've lost Jax and the giant thingamabobby. Right, never mind. I'll join you guys. Cool. So you go up, just for opportunity, just in case. You walk past the room full of bodies.
Oh yeah, that one.
And that really weird freaking room. And only you, Mila, with your high passive perception, you notice that something within the body's moving. Think almost like there's like a snake or something going through there. You can see some of the bodies kind of moving like a wave. So there's some sort of large creature underneath them. And you continue up. Luresh just goes, "We want to keep away from there. It is our garbage disposal, shall we say. Many
Do you have a crawler inside there? Because otherwise, that just seems like a body dump.
What's that? Say that?
Do you have a crawler, like canyon crawler, like that dude, that guy, those half snaky things?
Oh no. Karen crawlers. Yes, dead bodies definitely attract these. No, we have a creature much larger.
Really? Does it have a name?
Jonathan?
No. Arjogo is his
Oh.
name. He
That
eats
is a
vermin.
that is a pretty name for a snake.
It has tentacles. I've not seen him. There are rumors, but I would keep away from that.
Yeah, Jake has many uses. I see. Okay, good.
So,
Is there a place? Oh, sorry.
oh no, go on.
Is there a place? Well, asking Laresh, is there a place in the Legion that could possibly supply a few like minor components if one would need them theoretically?
In the Legion of Azrock, there is everything you need here.
Good,
What kind of
thank you.
component do you need?
Do you need the list? I would enjoy some phosphorus and some mistletoe and some iron and moon-seeded plants, and Mila just starts listing the components. Like, yeah.
He goes, "Oh, I thought you meant weapons." And he goes,
No.
Skullport would be your best guess.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
And he goes, "But try it. We have shops. The north, east corner, and the southwest."
What if we have no money?
As a favor.
He goes, "Speak with Azrock. You rescued me. You killed Drow. Maybe
Isn't
he
that where we're going?
Indeed, as you guys are following, you have entered the streets of this ancient city, ancient town. You're back in headquarters of the Legion of Azrock. You see the sign of Azrock, which I think is yellow with a red handprint, I think, or something. And these streets, you see the odd rat, and something really unusual. You see. Ahead of you, down one of the streets, you kind of take a look twice. There is this old woman walking, and she kind of looks at you, and you take a double take as her eyes are the eyes of a beholder. She kind of looks, and the eyes just pop out and kind of look at you, and they like twitch, and then she just kind of continues on and past past a house, and one of the eyes kind of looks at you and goes,
Nature check. Is this a
Roll-
nature thing or is this an arcana thing?
roll me both.
Oh, okay. Because I'm great at both. I'm actually exactly the same at both.
Dottie will give proficiency bonus to help with advantage. Yeah,
No-
that's how that works.
Yep, no need though. But still,
Yeah,
I'm sure
still
the
good.
help is appreciated. So,
Maybe I'll get a... No.
definitely not natural.
Yeah.
100% arcana. Think either she's some sort of construct, either cursed, some spell went wrong, but it's definitely nothing natural. The eyes looked like zombie, like beholder. I would say zombie. Beholder. They're not zombie because they were alive, so they're definitely beholder eyes. And yeah, something clearly went wrong with this girl.
So Dottie saw this too.
Yes.
Dottie would like to shout in the general direction of the woman. Hallister, we're not in the mood unless you're willing to come out and help. Let me get my boots back, you bastard. Love you.
Love you, bye!
Love you, bye.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, you guys, I'll skip the scene, but you guys get re-registered because clearly the papers have been taken. You see that there's some sort of organization here. The clerks all welcome you back, like, you lost your papers. Unfortunately, the episode where we first went there and you said your name wasn't recorded. So I was gonna see if what you gave me matched with what you actually said for, but I can't do that.
We don't have
I
our
remember
episodes.
What's actually, because we're recording now, what's the name that you give Mila for your?
I said a sentence and they mistook it, so Legion of Azrock knows Mila as Favor. And I kind of like it, not gonna
Favor.
lie.
Favor the Half-Orc. What about you, Camille?
Yeah.
What do you give?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I gave some fake up name. Say Jim.
For the record.
John.
Jim.
John? Jim. Nice, Jim. Rava, what about you? What do you give for the record?
I wasn't here last time, so I did not know about this.
Oh,
Ah,
that's way.
Oh yeah. You're a new Moxy boxer, I see. Your name, please. Hurry! I've not got time. He kind of waits with his pen. So this is a person on a pedestal right now, just basically writing your name down, passing you a piece of paper, giving it to, you see it, giving it to Rodwell. Rodwell has to go to a desk. There's goblins with crayons writing something on a bit of paper. Your name? Elf, are you deaf?
No,
Her name is Ariel.
it's just a bit weird.
Have you
Yeah.
lost your name?
Her name is Ariel.
Yes, I actually did lose my name many times. First I was one name, then next I was another.
He looks at you, just has no patience for this. Every time there are new adventures, they all think they're special, but they all end up dying.
Do we look dead to you?
And yes, you do. Looking at
Doesn't
you,
the fact that we look dead and not in fact dead mean something to you?
you will not survive long, my friends. You need rest.
Fight me!
Ariel, is that what we're writing down, Elf?
Nah, I pull out one of the teeth and slam it on the table and just go, "Call me Tooth."
Ah, nice.
Tooth! Gives you a paper, and you go to one of the desks of the goblins, and the goblin kind of gets a big crayon and just tries writing tooth with an F, and goes, "You have paper!"
No, Goblin, you spelt it wrong.
Nah. Again, writes it correctly. He kind of asks, "Wie schreibt man Tooth nochmal? Ich hasse diese Leute. Ich hab keine Ahnung. TH, glaube ich. Ich mach es." He writes it correctly and goes, "Moxy Boxers."
I'm not a Moxy boxer.
You Moxy boxer now! And hands you the paper and goes, ich glaube, die glauben, die sind besonders. So glauben, die sind nicht
Mila slams an arm on like Rava's shoulder and be like, "Welcome."
Cool. I love that.
So, just as an aside, while I was looking back through my notes to find out what Dottie's original name was for the Azrock, I just have a note here that is Sexy Lion Man. And so that was like, oh, right, I remember Sexy Lion Man.
It's actually Lion
Max.
Man's the one who gave me a potion of aqueous form when he came out the gate. Jack's form was a sexy lion man.
He was born.
So that is one of the best euphemisms ever. That Sexy Lion Man gave me a potion of aqueous form. Wink. Right as he came out the gate, double wink.
God. Can I take psychic damage in real life?
See, this is why dad jokes are a thing. It's just really fun to watch people cringe at bad jokes. It's like almost better than making people laugh.
That's why puns are great. You say a pun just to hear everyone sigh.
Yeah, just to hear everyone groan. And you know it's a good pun when like everyone groans. It's great.
So you guys
Anyway,
get
let's
led
go to
on
Azrog.
through the street.
Hi, you didn't test me if I knew my previous name.
Oh, my apologies. Sorry. You're right. What name do you give for the record? Gnome.
Velop Timo Waggletop the second. Reissue.
Big paper for gnome, for small gnome.
Yeah,
What name does Delvin give? Does Delvin give a fake name?
No, he doesn't. Delvin just sees you guys and just goes, Delvin Stormshore. And
Good on you, Delvin. Just like me giving a real name.
and yeah, the Dottie, with you, it takes a bit of time as the goblin just curses his life, going, warum habe ich das hier? Ich weiß nicht, warum ich das hier
So,
sage.
like, Dottie's
Hey,
like tracing her name in air, being like, no. V-E-L.
Al? He's sweating, goes, when my break? Wann habe ich jetzt Pause? And eventually, after many attempts, he finally gets it. Oh no, we've just lost.
Yeah, we lost.
Main star here.
You guys get brought forward. You're back, Dottie. So basically, it took a while for this poor goblin to finally get it. Your name, and you're brought forward to this large chamber, which you were before. It's a large house, rather. And you guys are here, and it's full of, there's bugbears, hobgoblins, there's these thingy dog-like creatures, and Luresh, Azrok immediately knows Luresh and goes, welcome back, brother. Thank you, Moxy Boxes, for rescuing him. You look worse
Is
for wear.
that brother, or like brosif brother?
Luresh goes, friend, brother.
Like
Yo, bro, not actual brother.
Dottie will give a fist bump at that. Just be
And
like, okay.
he goes,
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. It's your bro, be proud of it.
he
That's
goes, we must discuss what happened. But first, we need rest. How are you, my friends? Welcome back. And on his right, he's sitting on this throne, is the wife, she's the one who gave you the task, the quest to find his dagger, which gives him his sight.
Yeah, but that was a secret quest. That wasn't a quest.
Indeed, yeah, secret quest. So
Was that an everybody quest or a Dottie quest?
oh, actually,
Everybody quest. We were in the room.
it was a Dottie quest, but Dottie did tell everyone in the group.
Everyone was present in the room where this quest was given to Dottie. So
I'm not
Take it
sure
well.
about that one. No.
I saw Dottie and the Queen went off to have a little chat about
Yeah.
something. I wasn't sure if it was that is where we got the quest or it was related to something else behind the scenes.
We talk about it in group. Like
Yeah,
So,
you know,
the
in
point is it
character.
was discussed within the group. Dottie did not keep it secret.
That's
From
true,
the
but there,
group.
there was a moment where she did take you to the side into a room. She took a guard with her, and told him, I'll have a look back. But you all know about the quest. But she did direct it more towards you, I believe. But I can check. And as Rock is talking to you again, he's not looking. You know, now that you know he's blind, it's kind of clear. Because he's sort of talking out into the room rather than looking at you directly in the eyes. And he says,
Can Dottie
said,
do
"How are
a
you?"
minor? Can Dottie do a minor illusion to make it look like his eyes are actually looking at the person he's talking to?
yes, yeah. If you have that
Yeah.
spell, that cantrip, yeah, totally.
Minor
So-
illusion is a cantrip, and it's just a thing that forest gnomes can do for free. Well, it's cantrip anyway, so you can do it for free. But yeah, it's just a minor illusion that just kind of makes it look to people, because everybody's at a distance. If you were right up close, you'd see like these are fake eyes, but yeah, at a distance, just to make it look like when he talks to someone that he looks towards them.
Cool. Yeah, you do that. How do the eyes look? Are they looking around the room? How would you do that?
You know, it's just like just imagine it's like because
Cool.
he's not moving his head, obviously. Like Dottie's not helping him in that way. It's just very lightly. It's just to like direct his attention to so it looks more natural than him just projecting out into the audience.
His wife catches on to this, and he kind of she whispers something into his ear, and you just see this smile just go. You just see a smile crack, and it's basically a subtle message at the Moxy box, not knowing who did it, and it's a very kind of thank you smile, you know, that secret subtle message there.
We're
And
buying
goes-
him another couple of months before the insurrection.
And he goes, how are you? He goes, yeah. He asked, how are you, my friends? Welcome back. I hear you've been through a lot.
Well, we are in a bad shape. We lost some.
I see.
But we did get some drow down. It seems that we actually, not actually planning to, we went through the outpost of drow. We cleared some out. We get some prisoners out, even if Yakuza can tell. But we found our match, I guess.
Well, weakened their position. Like, this is me trying to like aid and like give help whenever you're trying to do. But like, we weakened their position. We took a great chunk of them out. If there was any point of them being as weak as they could possibly be, that would be now. We came across a priestess. She gave us some hard time, but
She handed our asses on a silver plate.
we made some bad decisions. We're wiser for it.
He, you just, while his eyes are going like this, he just spits on the ground as you said this priestess. Teresa is her name. That bitch. She goes, if you have taken out the middle outpost, and Luresh goes, yes, Drowtown, it has been taken out. He goes, you have done us a great favor, Moxy Boxes. They had a great hold over this level. You have severely weakened them. It is.
She didn't like that I took her dress from there at all.
She doesn't like it if you take anything. She she doesn't like anything that is drow.
Mila would suggest pissing her off even more if she doesn't like things taken away from her. And take more of what she thinks is her away. And take the territory that she claims to be hers.
We actually think we would like to go back and get our items back, I assume, because, well, we've been
We
robbed.
would lend our help. And Mila thinks that it would be beneficial for both parties if we could help each other in one goal.
Dottie would
We
just
need
like
to
to
take-
say, equipment comes and goes. We can pick it up eventually. As a magic user who like doesn't need a stabby thing.
Yeah, I want my hat of the skies back.
We had good
Yeah, we can get more. There's always something more fun and more special around the corner.
Anyway,
That type of
we
clothing is very
He says, he goes, he's hesitant. He goes, you've done us a great service. You have made a habit of saving our people. As you kind of notice, perhaps, you notice some of the other goblins there. That one of them is there that was one of the kitchen porters that you rescued, and kind of smiles and goes, "We must build up our army a bit further. Now is not the correct time." You notice at this point, there's a bit of distaste from some of the other hobgoblins. There's a bit of not an attitude vibe, but some of them feel uncomfortable with this.
Do we
No,
read
it's
this
a
line?
Descent in the ranks. Well, you would have to do one of these things right. It's called a vibe check.
Okay.
vibe check, sure.
Do we read that vibe with a vibe check?
Roll me an insight while I continue. And
20.
goes, the drow, they have taken hold of the priest of this level. We hold the middle, and of course, Xanathar's guild holds Skullport to the west.
Let's start with the drow. How about we try to set a goal, and in the day that priestess name would be not Tessara, but a dead witch, for example. Mila would be very involved with that. Mila respects. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Mila respects your decision. You know your people. You clearly are a leader that rules with wisdom rather than with rash decisions. But they are weakened. And maybe if you could lend us some of your most skilled men, we could target them at a point rather than targeting them wave by wave. And we could win you even more. And in the process, help us.
Rob, well done, Mark. Okay,
Just
to that, and then I'll go to Robwell and then Dottie. And he goes, "There is no lending of my men. We all fight as one. We made the mistake of doing this before. I lost the battle last time. It was the first time I lost." And kind of message out to the rest of the room and goes, "We must make sure this never happens, and we must wait a bit longer. We must build up our army. We even have an asset building up a nice extra small army of zombies. We must be ready for these, and then we can proceed." Robel.
I'm just gonna put a hand on Mila's shoulders, like a bit closer. Like we need to help him specifically first.
Ooh,
You
Like,
like nods a little.
quietly, like not too loudly.
that
Yeah.
was so cool. I
Yeah.
love that.
Mila nods a little, yeah.
Dottie.
Dottie is shocked at this out of character behavior.
What?
Yeah, I know!
Yeah.
Excuse me. I know I can't play a robot as well as I would like to, but excuse me.
Growth!
Just because most the sharpest, the betrayal that most brightly burns in her mind is getting fireballed in the back and just seeing your shadow disappear around the corner. And it's just like, I thought he had my back. That's why I wasn't so angry about, or that's why I was okay to bring this potential stranger into the group and head south, but because she is just like, no, nobody had my back after all. Dottie's all alone, dead. And so yeah, Dottie is not as like aggressively distrustful as Robwell as Mila is, but is definitely borderline. The Paragon Renegade thing is grey. We have no blue, no red on that. But anyway, the point that I had is Dottie wants to ask about the Xanatar's Guild.
Ask away, my friend. Anything you need.
What's your relationship with Xanatar's Guild like?
Um,
Do you think they would be open to an uneasy alliance?
Rava just laughs at that point and being like, oh, not
The
after all,
Xanathar Guild. We are officially allies. In fact, we have an ambassador here of the Xanathar Guild here in our base. He is the ambassador to them. What dealings do you have with Xanathar?
So I know a password.
That wasn't for this level.
One day it will be of use.
One day it'll be useful. I'll maybe say it to this ambassador, see if it gets me something. And then it's the ambassador in this room.
He is not. He has his own office.
Good.
Luresh
So
can
long
tell
as-
you.
So he turns to Rava and says, "So long as you keep what you did a secret, we should be able to."
No. Dottie.
No one knows.
I think myself and Mila should not go near this ambassador. She's wanted by Storm Skull Island. My face is pretty well known.
This is fine. This is going to be a Dottie and Squirt escapade. But maybe we can drum up some support for an assault on the Drow towards the end.
Dottie does make a good point. Sure, the decision to, it is wise not to head into the battle head on and then lose even more that you had in the first place. But the longer we sit here and gather allies, the longer Drows gather allies too. Maybe we could help you and get you more power.
Pretty sure Drow don't do allegiances.
Drow don't do allegiances, but they do summoning.
They summon, alright, yeah, they do that, but they never have friends. Lonely being a Drow. Unless I come along, and then I resurrect their old friend, and then they're happy again. I don't know, it's the only time they seem to be happy is when you have two Drow zombies and they talk to each other. This is not a real thing that has happened, this is all Dottie's headcanon.
We attempted peace and diplomacy with the Drow many years ago.
No, not the Drow. They're
No.
beyond.
Not the
The
Drow.
Xanathar. The Xanathar died in the guild. A temporary, uneasy alliance just to push the Drow down and out of this area so you can share it equally and go back to squabbling over it yourselves.
Indeed. What was the name you gave? That long
Vil-
name.
Veloptina.
No. My
Veloptima.
gnome, my gnome friend. It is exactly this reason the alliance exists, to take out the Drow.
Okay, so that makes it a lot easier for me. I'm just basically calling in the bannerman.
Robert.
So we would like just to ask for some food and get us some place to rest, and we will be off tomorrow to prepare ourselves, to help you, I guess. And then when I think one time is right, we might ask you to venture to like the base of Drow soon, if that's okay with you.
My friend, rest first. You are most welcome here. I will
rations?
consider your suggestions. He said, and like I said, we must build up our alliance and our army first before we take out the Drow. And you
Call
get,
us.
he goes, he kind of interrupts you, and you're getting vibes of just, he's stopping you at the moment. And
You have a
I'll,
hand
I'll
up
go
the
to
road.
Rafa, and I'll go, and he says, but first, talk of war, talk of battle can wait, my friends. First, you must rest and rearm yourselves. He goes, for your rewards for taking out the Drow and making them weaker, you may replenish your supplies here. Luresh, you will see to them, to the armory. And Luresh goes, my lord. He goes, but first, take them to their take them to their quarters. My friends, rest. We will talk later. Rava.
I was gonna ask if they have a forge,
A forge.
because I have I have some materials I would like to work with.
Hey ho, a fortune will
Forge
go.
Skullport, my friend, but you are in no shape to go there. Yeah. There is a forge of Duerga. They will be able to help you out.
I know, I've been there. I was just hoping I wouldn't have to.
I just had an idea, just like.
I believe you may
Rabbit
need to
singing
go
a
to
song.
Skullport anyway, so that might be not a problem. Yes, I forgot a bit name.
At this point, Luresh goes, "My friends, here, I will take you to your quarters."
I'm assuming we're on our way to the quarters while we're talking.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Okay. No.
No,
Is
we
there
don't want to
anything
talk
you wanna
on
do
that.
at this point. So you're getting the vibe that Azrog is kind of interrupting you, and you're getting kind of vibes of stop talking about this battle stuff now. We'll talk later. Yeah.
Lord Azrog, thank you
When
for
do
your
we replenish
Okay,
our
Mila,
magical
and then
purpose?
We'll go Mila and then Rava.
Lord Azrog, we thank you for your hospitality and thank you for the help that you're willing to lend to us. We would be honored if we could have an audience with you some other time after we rest and get our skills back.
It would be my honor. Rava. And then
I would like to inquire if they have any spare magical supplies.
Oh yes, please.
magical supplies are short. I will see what we have in our magic armory. Yeah, but it
A
may not.
armory, if you will.
Nice. I know, my friend. The armory. He goes. Korak,
Your wits here, sir.
the armory. And Korak just says, "Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord." Goes, we will check. We do not have high hopes, my friend. Dottie.
Dottie only wants to do one thing and will update the Queen on the side quest project, but would just like to be like, me, you, mimosas, 12 o'clock, or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's do brunch.
Yeah, you get the hint from the Queen of like kind of wink of we'll see. I'll see you in a minute. Cool. All right. So you are just along to the quarters. In fact, you guys were there last time. This is where Slink had bits of he kind of had some what's it called? Some hairs on his scales. And you're kind of having these moments of that was Slink's bed there. May he rest in peace. I'll just change you there. Luresh goes, "My friends, I must have rest myself. I will. It says I will. I will catch you later, my friends. I will be much honored to adventure further with you." And he
Thank you very
points out a way where to get some food. You know where the lavatories are, and he just says you're welcome. And then he just says, after you are rested, we can get you armed up again. Cool. So, as you
Do we still have Devlin?
still have, yep, Delvin's there in the room with you guys. What do you guys initially do? You're in the room.
Mila passes out on the bed.
Great, then I'm gonna talk with the rest of the party.
Oh, well.
No, I mean,
Mila face plants on the bed.
I would
Not
assume.
conscious, but face plants.
I would assume we talk before we go to sleep because that's how it usually goes. Clearly from what we are established that we will get help only after we get that favor done to the war chief or whoever the boss. So I think actually we might want to take care of that and then go back. I would really love to get back my items and pay off that how she was called, bitch.
Marta.
Dead bitch. Her name is Dead bitch now.
Okay, a
Depends
few
which one
bitches.
it is.
There's a few bitches that need to be killed.
Trissa
priest is
and
rich.
Martha. Dottie would like to say, although she stabbed me in the back, as it were, I kind of get the feeling that we're kind of stuck in the middle of a little catfight between the two of them. Not that Martha had anything in particular against me, but she definitely had something against Trissa.
Well, okay, still, she blasted you and she tried to kill me. I think she deserves only one fate.
Forgiveness, obviously.
Obviously. I'm just gonna take dagger. It's like start to like scrubbing forgiveness on it.
At that point, the door knocks.
Ba-bum-bum-bum.
Yes.
The door opens up and a bugbear opens the door
What?
and goes, greets you and goes, you must be the famous Moxy Boxers. You have been summoned by the ambassador. We are here to escort you.
Which ambassador?
They can they wait till
Ambassador of
morning?
Skullport, for the half-orc. He looks at you and goes, you've been requested your presence. And one of the goblins says, we're your guards here. Don't you worry.
I slammed the door at his face.
And I'm gonna just shout like after that, like, we'll go in the morning.
Don't.
Yeah.
He just goes, he asks now.
We are dying.
I
Who did he
open the
want?
door, look him dead in the eye, and say, if you don't fucking leave and let me sleep, I will burn you alive when you stand. Bye!
Dottie would
Intimidation!
like to-
Intimidation! That's what I was doing, sorry.
Yep. Roll me intimidation.
I am scared. I'm gonna give myself guidance. I hope that will help.
You open the door, cast a spell, and shout at them.
Okay.
Let's
Roll
give that
D4.
one before.
19.
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
That usually goes like
I
that.
mean, it's still 18 though.
It's good
Man.
roll.
Footsteps leave.
Beautiful.
Nice. Okay.
I love the door with the latch. Like latch.
Cool.
I
Alright.
also do produce flame, and I am going to put the flame as like a campfire next to the door, like not underneath the door, but like next to it. So like if you open, it will be right there.
Okay. Cool.
There's a
Um,
campfire in there.
In the middle of the closed
Not in
space.
the middle, like right after the door. So like if you open the door.
Wait, you
it'll
wanna
open,
you wanna
do-
suffocate us?
No, it's magical flame. It does not produce. It produces heat. It does not produce smoke.
Okay.
To produce smoke, you need to burn something.
That's
like
true.
wood.
Delvin at this point is he just passed out. He's on the bed like, and just there's just saliva coming up, and he's just like flat out.
I'm just
Um,
gonna think to myself, what's this Lillian sees in him?
You're not the correct orientation to see the same thing that Alien sees in him.
That's what Robwell thinks to himself, okay?
Anything else we want to talk? Oh, jeez.
Long rest.
There's a knock at the door again.
Yep.
What?
Dottie would like to answer the door this time.
I'll take the
Cool.
fire away.
You're greeted by the Queen, Locana.
Ah,
Oh, not the Queen. The wife, the warlord's wife, and goes, "Welcome back. And she closes the door behind her. And she says, "My apologies for disturbing your rest. You," and looks at Delvin, "appear to really be in need of this.
Yeah, you're not the first, so it's okay.
I have to tell you and help you understand, it is difficult for my husband to go to war. He is losing his courage. With him being blind, he is not as a great fighter or a leader. The last battle we went into, he was blind and we lost. We can't afford it again. He may lose his position. We just can't afford it. Have you any whereabouts on where this dagger is?
So, got an update on that. It seems it has continued a bit deeper into the Undermountain. BT Dubs, Loresh mentioned that you've got control of a gate. How far down does that go? What level does that take us to?
We've never seen. We do not know. We can't seem to crack the gate. You are more than welcome to take a look, my friend.
If it could speed up getting after this dagger, I'll give it a look in the morning.
We believe it has access to the Drow's central area, their headquarters. It used to belong to the Drow. The Drow used to control this area before we overtook it. Then we overtook the middle section, Drowtown, which we recently conquered. But in a large battle, we lost it. And this is where we had a great defeat.
If you
I
have,
can show you it if you wish. I'll get someone to show you.
Yeah, we'll have a look in the morning.
if you have a sketch of the dagger, maybe, and a forked twig that Mila could use, then tomorrow morning Mila could try and track it to the proper location.
I can sketch the dagger. What else did you ask?
Forked twig. It is.
A forked twig.
Yes, that helps me to attune to a particular object that I would be looking for. Mila has not done this.
Anything you need. Anything you need, we will give it to you.
Some might call it a divining rod.
I will have it prepared for you tomorrow.
Well, there are a few other things Mila would need for the particular dagger part. Mila needs a quite close resemblance, a quite close sketch of what she's looking for. Those
I can
are
give it to you.
good. That would help.
Anything else?
Oh, there's a bunch of components since you have asked, and also there is a fact that there is an ambassador of Xanatar's Guild. It's alright. We're gonna get you the dagger and figure out something.
We can deal with the Xanathar's Guild in the morning, Mila darling.
Yes.
FYI, so to give you an idea of the time,
There is time. What is time?
I mean, we
Yeah,
are almost
well,
dead. I'm pretty sure we go sleep anyway.
It's a really good point. How long? Yep. How long has it been? So it's be with me. So
We're exhausted. We can have a long rest.
Yeah.
so right now it's about 6 p.m.
We're gonna sleep until the next morning, and it's gonna be longer than 8 hours, and I do not care.
Oh.
Joking. If ever anyone's against it,
I would
That would be
imagine you
in-
would sleep like 10 hours
I
at
have to
least.
trade that says I don't have to.
Well, Dottie's only going to get the 8 hours, but we'll just wander around a bit first, get some food, replenish her rations, have a chat.
Okay,
Wait. Dugbear, the bugbear. Eavesdrop on this Xanathar's Guild ambassador, perhaps.
Robo?
can we take already long rest?
yes, please.
Yeah, you can.
No more knocking?
Yep, I'm just checking something.
What?
To check something. So you go to rest. You even get food brought to you. So the I'll call her the queen. She takes your list. If you can write down what you need in the chat, I'll see if there's anything in the lead they can get you this.
The majority of these are like cosmetic, but I'm gonna write down all the specific.
Yeah, write down. So she explains that there are some actual shops here. They would give you some of them. You can get some things for free, or if they're really expensive, on a discount. And then she'll say you can re-armor yourselves in the morning. that's all free. And I just need to look up something. Cool. And yeah, and she basically says, just speak to any of the guards here, Dottie, and they'll take you to the gate. Yeah. Just roll.
Does she? Oh, no.
Sorry.
No. Mila's sleeping like until someone wakes her up.
Yeah, you kind of look at Delvin, and he's just completely knocked out.
We're both at the point of like being more unconscious than sleeping, probably.
And probably exhausted as well. Okay, I just need to check.
With the rest, I will invoke the elf trait of only needing 4 hours.
Perfect. You can have a nice tour of the Legion of Azrock. You could spend some downtime learning what is there. It is quite big, with stuff going on. Right, I have to do some rolls.
Oh no.
If we are getting up, like if we go sleep to 6, I assume you can wake up at 4. Have a long rest. I might actually try to spend some time ask Mila for help.
Probably
Depending how
see
it's
why my
gonna
bunnies
react.
are making noise.
Oh, funny. Are we awake yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
I would have stuff I would want to do while they're still sleeping.
Cool. I'll do that.
But I'm happy to call that downtime session if you want to save effort.
Depends. What I'll do is, all right, I think I've got you all there. Okay. Stand by. Okay. Okay. So, one thing I wanted to add is, rather you have your Delvin as your sidekick, which I hereby make it official, even though it was mentioned.
Hey!
Woo! Yeah.
Congrats, you have a buddy.
I was expecting to be a question. I was expecting to be like, "Hey, Delvin, do you want to come along with us?" I can
I
ask
think
him.
it's
in the
not
morning.
leaving.
He's not. He's completely knocked out.
I'll ask him when he wakes up.
Cool. So you have during this day, what do you guys want to do? Now you've got my attention and I've done roles that I needed to do.
Are we waking up?
Like I said, I would have stuff I would want to do while
Okay.
they were still sleeping.
Yeah. What we can mind palace it. What is it you want to do?
At some point, I would like to cast Locate Object after I've rested.
Mm-hmm. So what time? So it's 6 p.m. By the time you get all rest, you of course went through all this Azrock stuff. So
Not working, so I'm just going to pull out a PHP for this.
it'll be 7. It's 7 p.m. and you can have the long
So-
rest.
So it'd
Yeah.
be about 1 a.m. by the time I woke up.
Okay.
Well, technically I'm in a trance, but let me just. Apparently, Chrome does not want to work properly. My main concern is, does it have? It does not have the ritual tag. Damn. Fuck it. Yeah, so I would look at object to see if Frederick was still in his same place.
Okay. What item of what object?
The wedding ring.
Okay. Right.
So the basically the idea is that I'm just checking he's still on Skull Island, or it feels like he's still on Skull Island.
Okay, right. For the ring, just need to have a quick think. Yeah, you do that, and roll me a survival. Roll me a survival.
I don't think it'll work, but okay.
Help you with orientation.
I have no idea if it's working. Chrome is being slow. Someone whose roll 20 is working, can you roll 1d20 plus 1?
Yeah, sure. 1d. 1d20 plus 1. 18.
Thank you.
All right, 18 is good. All right, okay, I'm just gonna sort you guys. Good. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, that's really good orientation. It helps because you get the layout of the land, so you know towards the east. Going way further on is Skullport, and you can assume that this ring is in that general direction. You can't pinpoint it very well from here because think there's this whole because it Skullport, Skull Island. They're on.
Well,
a
if
different layer for you.
it's within 1,000 feet, I know what direction is it?
Yeah.
What's the word I'm-
And it is definitely in the direction of Skull Island.
Yeah, I sense the direction of the object as long as it's within 1,000 feet of me. I know its direction and movement. Yeah.
Cool. Anything else? So,
I
yeah,
would
you-
spend the remainder of my time asking around if anyone's heard stories of like magical power or magical items in the dungeon, or specifically on this level.
Yes. So. Yeah.
Particularly if they've heard stories of a belt.
Ah, right. Okay. See what you're getting at. There are stories of you get hearsay of various magical items, and I'll let you know after I've had a look at what there is. What the main thing that kind of comes to mind.
Yeah, just send me a text.
I'll send you a text so you get that. Cool. Are you doing this after your short rest?
So I can have a long rest in 4 hours.
Cool.
Which is I've taken my 4-hour long rest and I'm going around and asking questions until the rest of the group wake up, avoiding the Xanathar ambassador as much as fucking possible.
Okay, so that's what happens. But there's something. So it's 4 hours. Okay, something happens before you go there. Yeah. Okay, this is what happens. So it's 4 hours. So I had to do some maths there. So during your rest, everyone's having a full-on rest. Delvin. So this is before you do any of this, rather. Delvin wakes up, and you hear him, and he's in pain. And he goes, ah! And it kind of feels on his thing. He's getting hot and goes, ah! Oh. And wakes up. He's in pain.
Does it wake us up?
Yeah, definitely you, Mila. Everyone else is. Yeah, I'll leave it up to you guys if you like blast it out. Because if it was Delvin is the other way around, he wouldn't have hear this. He would just be flat out. So it's up to your characters.
I mean, Mila is out.
Asleep and out for the count. I'm in a trance, so I would probably hear this.
Oh, that's why I didn't. Although I have.
Mila is like flat out, but passive perception 22 probably
Okay.
attuned.
So- Cool.
Medicine check. Something.
Yeah. So this just you wake up. You do a medicine check. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll go to him and be like, why are you waking from this ungodly hour?
He goes, I don't know. I'm sorry. I think the poison's wearing off. I'm really
22.
feeling. What's that?
22. Medicine 22.
Oh, thank you. Cool. You kind of inspect his gut, and you recognize. You feel around, and you
No.
feel a movement
No.
in his stomach.
No, don't you dare. Don't you do no,
Goes-
no.
What do you mean?
You don't have choice. He's the
And
DM.
he
No,
then
this is Alice going to the DM. This
I
is
know.
Alice going to the DM. Don't you fucking
he goes, I'm okay. It was a bit sore. I think I'll be okay. I really want to sleep.
Mila, darling, you okay? Is something wrong?
This means you're awake, Rava?
Hey, Rava!
Yeah.
Were you there where... Oh, yes, you have met a sexy lion man. Do you happen to remember, sexy goat-legged woman?
Which
Along with
one?
sexy lion man?
Which woman, sorry?
The one with the goat legs woman? You know, just on the... Yeah?
I'm assuming she would remember this if it was around the same time as the sexy lion man.
Yeah, it was with the leechy.
No, that was earlier, much earlier. Was
Rava
first
wasn't
level.
present.
There you go, I wasn't present.
Hey, do me a favor and wake up, Dottie. La. Wake up, Vera.
Wake up. Why?
Just as a one professional to another question. Hey, Vera.
I whack Vera with the nearest soft object to try and wake her up.
Hey, Vera. You should surely remember that very sexy goat-legged woman that we have met in the dungeon.
You have to be a bit more specific. We met some very. Oh yeah, herself. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember what happened just the last few moments that we saw her?
Oh, she exploded into spider.
No! Don't say that! However, Mila believes that we have a similar situation. Do you have any insights?
Devlin goes,
Okay,
"What
let's
are you talking about?"
investigate.
Mila is just very much trying not to tell Devlin what's happening with him. Like, Mila's trying to save his mental stability.
Why not just go to sleep?
Can we
Yeah,
do
just rest for a bit.
Yes, Delvin,
Okay.
go back to sleep.
a medicine check on this little boy here?
Roll me medicine. And Delvin just like,
Yeah, you rest. You rest. We're just gonna talk here.
I can't if you're touching my body. Leave me alone.
Don't worry about it. We're just going to seeing if you're fit enough to be Lillian's betrothed.
No, we're not touching him in that way. Devlin, are you okay with us touching you?
In like almost teenager mode, he's just like, ugh, and just turns around, and it's almost like a fine, just whatever. I just want to sleep. Cool. What? So you're checking?
So this teenager is just going to roll over and be like, ugh, these two pretty women want to touch me. How terrible.
You have a dead squirrel on your shoulder.
Donnie's still sexy.
You're
for a gnome.
True. Facts.
you're feeling around, and you don't. You're investigating. You're not too sure what it is. You think perhaps it was just pain from I don't know, the drow poison kicking in, stress from the situation manifesting in the stomach, that kind of thing. But there's nothing unusual.
What might an Arcana check do?
Roll me Arcana, and to give you maybe some options.
We're not going to be slicing open this poor boy's stomach, are we?
We aren't. I am.
Oh
Arcana,
no!
Arcana
So
check did not go well.
you're not too sure. This it could have, I don't know, could have been a residual thing from a spell. If he was caught in a blast, nothing. You know, that's your best guess.
So Dottie will just turn to Mila and say, "Well, I can't quite see what's going on right now, but we should definitely monitor him. Maybe we should check in on him every couple hours."
You're all aware that the pain of your of that marking is becoming.
On us too?
Yeah, you're feeling it more, showing that the kind of the poison that you had maybe is you were all clearly numbed because you would have felt the pain. That numbing has kind of gone down. So, you know, you could attribute that to the fact that the numbness of the being in the cocoon down, that's what caused it. Him to be painful.
We have the same thing inside us. I will leave and never come back. Okay! Mila does not really think that leaving him at this is going to help. Any thoughts on how to get rid of this before it becomes a problem?
So, you're a druid. Do you have anything that's along the lines of detect an animal?
Something Mila is capable of doing. Mila is good when she sees an animal, not like with an animal far away.
Okay, this might sound a little bit crazy, but hear me out.
Okay.
What if you wild shape into a little spider or something and go in and have a look? A minnow.
I
the
imagine.
only thing that I'm capable of thinking is that Thanos theory. where would that been?
Well, I was thinking something the same. Like Mila's go in, like acid, like stomach acid, and it's like boom, back in the meat of Mila.
Yeah. Okay.
Where's it gonna go?
I see where you're coming from.
It's outside the box, to be sure. I'll admit that. But Daniel, you're muted.
Yeah.
You're muted, Dan.
Ah, damn. I'll just stop you there. Going into a spider and then what? Going inside the body?
A spider.
Maybe into an ant.
Ant.
Or
either.
fly.
Some
Like-
type of animal where she can just sneak inside.
That's
Full on
like
ant
what's that little periscope needle surgery thing? It can't be an ant or spider. Will not be able to survive.
An amoeba.
And as count as an animal that you can shapeshift into.
Bacteria.
Yeah.
Amoeba are animals. They are very large single-celled organisms, but they're classed as an animal.
I'm not sure they're classed as beasts, though.
They're not beasts, unless one is particularly rude. But
I loving the idea, but I mean, and I can't even say it. You won't be able to control and go through. If you wanted to go into the stomach, you'll be killed from the acid. It'll be a whole adventure you'll be going in. I'll be trading.
No, you would be. It would be slow, and also Amoeba would probably have like 1 hit point and be killed by acid, and then Mila would unwild shape inside Devlin.
Don't say that. You'd be
okay.
like,
Well,
This is
Don't be
Ant-Manic
And
Thanos.
an alien burst stomach on us. At least we can kill the thing and kill the boy.
yeah.
I
Like,
don't think
the
killing
thing
the boy
is,
will help.
If you're afraid of the stomach acid, there is another point of entry where there's no stomach acid.
This is literally Ant-Manic Thanos. This is what you're suggesting.
She has to walk like 10 feet, 10 real feet of intestines, which in a tiny form would be hundreds of, feel like a good 100 miles.
It's gonna be slow. I'm
Dalvin.
not ruling this out. It's gonna be
Dalvin
slow.
pulls over and looks at you guys. Nothing is getting inserted into me.
No,
You
this
can't hear any of this. Shut up.
We're standing right next to him.
And he kind of pulls up his trousers even more and says, "I'll go into the other room if you want. I'm not having anything inserted into me."
It's actually not that bad. You'll grow up and maybe experiment in college. It's gonna be fine. But
Just you wait until you hear that same sentence from Lillian. How disappointed you feel?
18.
Okay. Devlin, we're done. Go back to sleep.
Yeah, we're just messing with you. Just trying to put the fear into you.
Dottie's got a very bad sense of humor. Sorry, Plura has a very bad sense of humor.
So are you? Yeah, you're all awake at this point. So of course your full rest has been interrupted.
In that case, I'm gonna
while he's sleeping with one eye open. Go on, Robert.
I'm gonna ask Mila for a help.
I'm in the middle of something here.
Okay, when you finished, can I ask you for help?
You can ask me now. Mila can multitask.
Great. Can you teach me some Drow language?
Mila will think on that and give you answer after the long rest. After this, because that is not pressing. This is pressing. Do you
What's
remember
pressing? What's the? Yeah, I remember. It's
Yeah.
quite hard to forget. It's not very common when you see someone.
Shut up! We might have another Reliki situation in our hands.
First thing I do is like check my stomach. It's like, oh my. You think that it's like with everyone?
What was
No,
so?
Rodwell, just you.
Shit.
Yes. It woke us up. The reason why we all woke up is because we heard the noise.
What noise?
Well,
From
if we're
inside the
destined-
store.
Your gut, Rodwell, obviously.
I didn't
if we're
hear
destined
anything.
for that fate, we might as well make the most of it.
You know
Just
what?
get
I'm
back to
gonna
sleep and
immediately. I'm gonna do a medicine check on myself.
Yeah, go.
I'm curious if I believe them or not.
And I stop him and just pull out Delvin's dagger and go, no time for that. Just let's like you open and deal with it.
I'm gonna do it anyway. Where is medicine?
Let's use Mila first as
Oh
a,
shit,
as
it's so
a
bad.
test, well as a guinea pig.
Oh!
Mila, go inside Robwell.
Sure.
16.
everything.
It's like,
So you're. So I'm guessing you're. What are you looking for?
I mean, now I'm checking my stomach.
There's nothing there.
Let's see.
Okay.
I
Dottie does that. I have one more idea. Just came to my mind. Mila, can you wild shape into like a transparent fish?
Wait, what?
And we just have. We could just kind of look in, you know?
Are we going through the whole monster manual?
Yeah. Okay, would this classify from the medicine check that Mila has rolled? Would this classify as a disease?
You're not too sure.
Magic-wise, probably won't, right?
When you checked, you just felt something. Like, as though it was tense, as though it was like having a cramp. There was some, felt like, as though there was movement there, you know.
Mila did the
Born
same thing on Aliki before that entire thing happened. That's the same, right?
Yeah,
She has the same things. Okay.
yeah. That's the vibe you're getting.
Okay, hear me out. Okay? So, Mila is proficient with herbalism kit. She knows, nature and all of that, and blah, 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 blah.
You've just given me a psychic. Kill him off.
Yeah, I was thinking
Yeah.
about that.
I'm trying to save him. So, here's the thing. Can Mila take what is in her herbalism kit? Like, she knows how to make, potions of healing, right? She knows how to make antidotes. Would it be possible to make a D&D version of Ingested Raid?
Ingested what?
Raid?
It's a bug
As-
killer.
Right.
Bug killer thing?
Oh, okay. I was actually looking up D&D Ingested Raid. A bug killer.
No.
Yes, you could. Anyway, yeah. Oh,
If you want to Google, it's RAID.
yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, you could create a kit that would kill insects or bugs, and I don't know.
Yeah,
administer-
spiders that are growing inside our friend. Can I shove that inside Devlin's mouth,
Oh,
and
poor
kill the
Devlin.
spiders inside of him?
You could do anything you wish. Yep.
Poor Devlin.
Anyone has better ideas than this?
Make it a
Dottie
suppository.
suggests-
Wait, what?
Make it a suppository.
Yeah, that makes it better.
What's that?
Dottie suggests far too much coffee.
That will make him jittery though, and give him a heart attack. It's not gonna give the spiders heart attack.
Shit it out, all out.
Yep. Otherwise, I could try Eldritch, a very carefully aimed Eldritch Blast.
Through 10 feet.
Yeah. You know what's a nice spell that never misses its mark? Magic.
Don't shit Devlin says
It is somewhat brilliant, okay?
above him and going, shh, I'm helping.
It's somewhat brilliant,
And then
okay?
Cool. So, what I'm hearing of all the reasonable one is,
Hey.
creating through medicine, some
Yeah.
bug repelling medicine.
Yeah. I want to create a potion that is supposed that is like that kills spiders and shove it into Devil.
Cool. Okay. All right. Yes. So, how long would this take?
TM, it's up to you.
Yeah. Why are you asking me? I mean, it can take for however long you want. It can take an hour. It's essentially a poison. So
So cool. Okay. So you've had time discussing. Do you have the stuff on you, or would you need Legion of Azrock to get stuff in, or do you want me to DM this and just say you need X, Y, Z and?
I have a herbalism kit.
Cool. Perfect. Okay. So you. All right. Oh, what roll? I'm thinking medicine roll. To create the kit, but so to create the potion, I'm thinking medicine check, open for other suggestions.
I agree with medicine check, but could I add my proficiency to it because I have a.
Are you
a
proficient
kit.
with it? Because having is one thing, being proficient is other.
You can specifically roll a roll for the herbalism kit.
I can roll a roll for herbalism kit.
It works the same way as rolling like thieves' tools, smith's tools, in the terms of it's just whatever stat would work towards that. Then
Yeah,
plus the proficiency plus the d20.
yeah, you would need a roll 20 sheet for that, which is not something I have currently open. I currently have open, but let me real fast try.
I'll also look as well.
Oh, herbalism kit. There you go. Attribute wisdom.
So you'd roll d20 plus your wisdom plus your proficiency.
Yeah,
Wow.
that sounds about right. Yes,
Okay.
25.
Nice.
Same with the
Perfect.
thief tools. Same with any kind of tool. It's
No.
it's a
Nine.
tool check.
All right.
Yes.
I'll go with that. Perfect. So, all right. So what you do is you call for some help to say, hey, I need blood of this. I need powder of that. Your chauffeur, I guess, or helper, says we've got it. Takes you to the north west corner. There's a shop there with all sorts of stuff. And
Oh my god, can I get like that entire list from that shop while I'm at it?
Oh
I've
my
sent, like, a
God.
list of magical
Tell you
components.
what I'll do is after this episode, I'll go through it and just see about rarity and if it's possible. But
The absolute majority of them are like little things of like pinch of dust,
Cool.
pinch of dirt, handful of oak bark, and blah blah blah. There are a few things that cost gold.
okay,
Review that, but
Cool.
other than that,
I'll review it. But you probably get them if it's just standard stuff. They'll give it to you. So you don't have to pay for this basic stuff. They're helping you. After all, they explain that you guys have really helped them. Not only have you freed their slave, their own people, but you've also had a really massive dent in. So they want to help you. So you get the ingredients you need to create this thing. It takes about half an hour getting the stuff, and then it's and boiling it, and it's about 50 odd minutes. Cool, and you got the potion, and it stinks. And Delvin, you kind of go into the room, and Delvin just looks at you and goes, smells it, and just goes, "I'd rather have the spiders."
You don't know about spiders. You have to change the line.
I was listening to you guys.
Um,
You wanted to stick something up my. I wasn't sleeping.
Okay,
and
so
you know,
we're all friends here. You have a few options. Mila wild shapes and goes as an ant up your ass and finds those spiders and kills them, and probably unwild shapes inside you, and you probably will have a very giant Mila inside a very small one. We kill you. You die because the spiders get out of you, or you drink this and probably have a chance.
He takes the thing. Go, Robo.
just like I got a trick for you, and just gonna like grab his nose, and his up and trap the potion.
Roll me a sleight of hand.
Okay, sure.
Go versus his sleight of hand. Are you able to roll?
You'll have to roll at my roll 20, still trying to catch up.
26. You may try to go above that.
All right, let's see if you manage.
That's 19.
Let's see. Named PCs. No, NPCs rather.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Sleight of hand. He rolls a.
25. Still better than I still did bear.
By one!
That's the thing. I don't think he could. Oh no, he could. He could.
He can.
How?
He has well, he could have beat
He
Rob,
could.
but he has +7 to sleight of hand at the moment.
But I won anyway.
He had 18 plus 7.
Yeah.
Versus
25.
I had 19 plus 7.
Nice.
Yep.
One.
My God.
So
He almost, but in your almost like a Big Brother-esque way kind of thing. You're like, no, come here. And he looks at it. He goes, "Ugh," and he takes it down, and he just goes, water.
I think you're gonna feel bad for a while.
And it's just disgusting. It tastes like Raid.
Yeah. Yeah. That
And
was the idea.
And goes, I can't sleep now. And just falls on the bed and just flat out.
Is he alive?
Very good question.
Okay.
Cool.
Can I try and feel anything?
Cool. Roll me medicine.
Since she knows what she's looking for, can she have advantage?
You know what? Yes,
please.
you can.
Thank you. I love you, Rama. Please roll again. Ah, well, 13.
You're not feeling anything, but yeah, you're not feeling anything. But when you are, yeah, you're not feeling anything.
Well, there's nothing I can do anymore, so Mila's gonna go to sleep. We'll catch the rest of the long rest. Unless something weird happens.
Cool. All right.
Oh, Rama, you're awake now. Look after
Yeah.
him. And Mila passes out again.
No, I'm assuming I still have probably still have a couple of hours left on my trance.
Oh.
Depending on how long this happened.
So this was just under an hour. Actually, it's at 11 p.m. So it was 7, 8, 9, 10.
If it's about 11, then my trance would be all but over.
Yes. Yeah, it was 7 p.m. You went to sleep, and it was about 11 when this kind of happened. You know, you woke up. Yeah, you've had your long rest essentially.
Yeah, my trance would be over, and I would just going to be like, cool.
Cool. So approaching midnight.
I would do everything I previously said. I'd ask about. I do my locate object. I do my whole asking about magic items.
Yeah. How long does locate object take?
It's one action. It lasts 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Cool. And yeah, and are you in the room or doing this separate?
I'll be in the room while casting the spell. I'll be trying to do it as silently as possible. Then, obviously, once it's cast, I'll wait a wee bit, make sure Devlin's okay. Then I would go off and ask for magic items. Well, not ask about if they know about any magic items, etc., etc.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So you locate the object. Yeah, and you're starting to get a good idea of where everything is.
I'd obviously stay away from the Xanathar representative. I don't know how much he knows about what I did in Skullport.
Yeah. So you cast the spell. Takes about 10 minutes, and you locate the object, and everyone's fast asleep. And you notice Delvin is stirring again, and he goes, and he feels down and goes, something's wrong. And he looks over at you, Rava, and goes, Rava! What do you do?
Where's he sort of gesturing the pain is?
My stomach!
I'll put my hand on his stomach and kind of feel around for a few seconds, see what I can feel.
You're feeling movement, a whole lot of movement.
I will kind of look at my eye and go, I'm sorry about this in advance, but it's for your own good. And I put a dagger in his stomach.
Whoa, okay.
What are you supposed to do? Don't roll us!
You stab him, and he screams out as you stab him. At that very moment, the spiders burst out around the dagger, around your arm, and he screams out as the gurgling stops him screaming. And the spiders are now crawling around you as the screaming suddenly stops.
They don't get to. Mila fires them. Mila does all the fire. Mila creates the fire.
Get it fire!
And that's where the episode ends.
Oh.
Yay!
So Devin in the end's gonna die.
Do we get the long rest eventually so I could choose spells, or do we not?
We agreed that we got the
I'll-
long rest already.
I've had my long rest.
I asked for
fun.
that few times.
So currently, only Rava has had a long rest. And after this incident happens, you were able to have a long rest.
Okay,
So
cool,
it's midnight at the moment.
It's just so metagaming wise I could change my spells for the next
Yeah.
day rather than
Cool. So metagaming wise, till this next week, you can think about the preparing for the spells, but we'll do the whole clicking the long rest and stuff.
I've clicked mine because obviously.
Yeah, but
because
Yeah, same.
more knocks on
me
the door.
too.
I don't click it because I'm not using D&D Beyond like that.
Oh,
I have to do it manually.
okay.
I clicked everything. is
Anything
reset.
else you wanna say more to chat?
Thanks for sticking us till these ungodly hours.
Don't let your spiders in your belly get you.
No.
Gabor, I think we might lost someone. We don't know about our sidekick. I think he might be dead.
He might be that. Maybe he's just wounded.
But you're right.
No.
It's great cliffhanger. We will know next time.
Yeah, he's on death saves.
If you wanna know, you have to stick around next time.
Yeah, show up next time.
Amusingly, I did this after I've got my magic back. I can heal him.
If he didn't die
Oh, you
immediately.
did. I didn't.
Did you realize that while your dagger's in him?
No. I knew I had my healing spells, but kind of went. I kind of went in my head. Went, Rav, I can't do anything useful other than put a hole in his stomach right now. So I put a hole in his stomach.
Yeah.
I mean, I
And
guess
the
it's
spider
better.
crashed out.
Okay,
Well,
well,
you're right.
Someone in the stomach and they still live. I also know how many hit points he has.
okay.
Mila tried. Listen, she made an effort. I'm very happy for her.
Did. So this Delvin has pretty much had flat out just exhaustion, then force fed this disgusting stuff. Wakes up to being stabbed. Not the greatest day for Delvin.
And before he was
You're gonna
left to be left to die.
The fact that he has a bunch of spiders coming out of him, that is probably
Yeah.
the worst out of all both.
Oh, there's that tree. Yeah.
Okay,
Is there still
anyway.
spiders? I've stabbed him and they've run out. Is there still spiders in his stomach?
They
Mila's burning them.
as the episode ended, they're coming out of the stomach right now. So you've stabbed it, and the spiders are all crawling up your arm.
Great, I'm still wearing plate armor.
Can I burn you? Oh yeah, I
Sure.
can. I can control the
Yeah,
fire. I'll burn.
You can control the fire, and B, I have all my hit points back. Yes, you can burn me.
Thank you. I
I'm just
appreciate
thinking-
teamwork.
Any guard walking past the house that you're in is just going to hear screaming. Open the door. Rava's like, ah! Spiders. Delvin's going, ah! Mila going, fire! And it's like, so that's the Moxy boxes?
It's like that meme with like two guys fighting with fire and dude showing up with pizza. That's exactly like that.
Okay. Anyway, thank you anyone for sticking around, and we will gonna be here probably next week with more people, hopefully. So so thank you very much,
Yay.
and bye.
Bye, stream.
Hasta luego,
Bye,
bye.
guys.